I've hit refresh like 5 times on your stream since... Yeah, I'm still hitting refresh, and the stream isn't... Still says waiting for you. Oh. Well, when I navigated to it directly, it worked for some reason. So, hello.
Hi there.
So, I'm playing a game that is, I have kind of an unusual history with. So, this is a game called Alien Shooter. And I know that's a really strange name. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the menu here. So I know Alien Shooter is kind of a strange name, but I had the demo for this game on a computer I had, and as I mentioned, and as you can see on the title screen here, it was around like 2002, 2003 when I had this.
Well, it looks like Professor Elm has something to give us.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and start a new game. And I have played a little bit of this game just to make sure I could kind of mostly get it to work, although, you know, it was kind of a chore. Spent about 15, 20 minutes trying to figure out how to make sure that I could actually record it, and then it's in a very strange resolution, but we'll get to that as the game goes on.
There you are. I called because I have something for you. Oh, really? Is it another Master Ball?
It's called my dick.
I'm going to pretend
I'm going to go ahead and select campaign mode.
See? It's an SS ticket. Now you can catch Pokemon in Kanto. Why did I need a boat ticket to go to Kanto?
Now, we're going to start... Mission 01, penetrating.
The ticket will let you take the fast ship that departs
infiltrate the complex
City.
that houses the underground laboratory.
But you knew that already, Clint.
And discover the reasons behind this disaster.
You've adventured all over with your Pokemon.
What disaster? Well, we don't know.
Professor Oak in Kanto. Okay, so now we have access to the entirety of Kanto.
And the entrance is blocked off, so we're gonna have to find an alternative means of ingress. So, this is a game that I had vague memories of, because I played it a very, very long time ago, and it was only the demo version on a computer that I had probably like 4 or 5 computers ago. And I had I looked it up online. I tried to figure it out. Eventually, I went to the subreddit tip of my joystick.
Oh, speak of the devil. Hello, Professor Oak.
I went to the subreddit tip of my joystick, and I described what happened in the game.
And the attitude of a champion, Plant.
Yeah.
It's time
I thought it was
for your
a dinosaur
Pokédex
game.
to match who you are. Let me
and you'll
see
find
your
out
Pokédex
why
for a second.
I thought it was a dinosaur game later on.
I'll upgrade your Pokédex with the national mode. Oh, by the way, Alex...
National Dex? Why would you ever want a national Dex? What are you, some kind of misogynistic incel, entitled man baby?
Oh God, don't remind me of that.
Claymore, is that you?
I don't even know what the fuck.
It won't be easy to complete the national Pokédex. However, I'm sure you'll make an honest attempt on our behalf. I will not be doing this.
Anyways.
Oh, time flies. I have a radio show to record at Goldenrod Radio Tower. You must be heading for Kanto. If you come near Pallet Town, do drop by my Pokemon Research Lab. I'll somehow be there.
Yeah. I asked on Reddit if you could stop describing what's going on in the game, Kevin, and I'd like to be describing what's going on in my game. But no, seriously. Yeah, I asked on Reddit, and I found out that the game I was thinking of was called Alien Shooter. And I usually don't buy things on Steam, but it was, this and the rest of the... Well, yeah. Well, I used to use Reddit a lot, and then Kotaku in Action kind of went to hell. So,
Reddit, turned majorly SJW.
Oh, yeah, Reddit's... It was kind of interesting to see how Reddit went from, the archetypal avatar of evil
I was in a hurry.
that rivaled 4chan for some reason to being, cuck central. But
they they got onto your they got on you because you said that Judge Chup was an idiot.
Who got onto me? Oh, on Reddit?
They got on your they read because you said Judge Chup was an idiot.
Well, you know what? You're gonna have to be more specific than that because a bunch of people have got on my ass for saying that Judge Chup is an idiot. But it mostly comes down to like people who aren't from America, who have zero understanding of American law. Anyways, so this game,
hello.
Like Vaz.
Yeah. So I asked around, and I got this game on Steam because it and the rest of the alien shooter, zombie shooter games were all like, they were like less than $10. There were like 4 of them, and I figured, you know what the fuck, why not? Right, it was quite a while between me, when I got it and when I found out about it, but Steam sales and whatnot, and eventually I just caved and I got it. Now, as from my playthrough of the first couple of levels, and from memory, you've got enough money to buy the flashlight straight off. And for some reason, the dollar signs are all in the wrong spot. I don't know if that's because this game was developed by somebody, not from America or what, but I have to note that because it bugged the hell out of me when I was playing this, both back in the day and now. And yeah, there was an option to pick a female character who has like better speed but less health, and personally I kind of in games like this, top-down shooters, you probably need a lot more in the way of health than you do speed. So you can buy the flashlight right off, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that and press F1 for help. And this is a top-down pre-rendered 2.5D kind of game, and as they said in the tutorial, the main gate is blocked. And for some reason, I've always liked, like this in the original Fallout and Fallout 2, and any kind of isometric game with these kinds of pre-rendered graphics that you see from the top like this, I've always really liked them. I'm just gonna roam around here, because if I remember correctly, yes, there is money up here.
The name of the game is Alien Shooter, right?
Money makes you
Aliens are here. Shoot them. That's the plot of the game.
It seems like it was made by...
And you've got these...
It was made in Russia.
It was made in Russia?
Yeah, because...
In Soviet Russia, games make you...
Video game developed and released by Sigma Team, a Russian games development studio.
Don't you know? Oh, Joseph, in Soviet
Russia, I didn't know they were
games
Russian.
make you.
That's cool. I don't know why. Like, this just kind of... I guess it harkens back to kind of a simpler time of graphics, because this is good enough for a top-down game. I mean, I kind of wish they do more stuff like this, where rather than trying to make everything be all like top of the line and top-notch kind of graphics, I wish they'd go for
Focus
something a little more simple and yeah. And that's the first mission complete. Kind of a simple mission, but yeah. Now we've got $300. And
anyway,
let's see here.
Hey, on my end, we're on the SS Aqua, and we got to battle a bunch of trainers and find a little girl.
Okay.
How much
Let's
for
see
the
here. You can 300. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the shotgun now, and then that leaves me with $100, which doesn't really. I could have bought the green armor, but the thing is, we're gonna get a green armor in here.
Oh, and by the way, Alex, unlike in the SSN and Pokemon Gen 1, this ship, you have to stay on this ship until you've achieved your objective.
Huh.
Because as in...
And that's a nice little detail, because we can
the...
shoot the computers, and their lights go out.
Oh, and also the ship is actually moving as opposed to just, sitting there until you leave the ship.
We can go turn on the breaker, and everything comes back on.
So another thing to note is that in the remake of Pokemon on Gen 2, as opposed to all just limiting themselves to all just normal Pokemon you'd find in the respective generations.
Green armor.
The trainers will challenge you. Sometimes the trainers will have Pokemon that are from regions like Hoenn and Sinnoh. However, that doesn't extend to the gym leaders. They'll still have their Pokemon from the original game. However, they scale to your progress they scaled to your progress after you beat Lance. So basically, if you beat a guy with level 50 in a plus Pokemon, you're gonna fight level 50 plus Pokemon from the gym trainers. Any questions?
Not really.
Do you think that makes sense?
Oh god, the music is too loud. Hang on, game. I have to turn you down again.
And Fanfi is dead.
On top of Old Smoky, all covered with alien remains. But the weird design of the aliens in this game was actually how I wound up remembering it. Because the aliens look like the Zard creatures from Adventure Quest. If anybody remembers Adventure Quest from back in the day and the rest of the Artix Entertainment games.
I played Adventure Quest World.
Yes, I played Adventure Quest Worlds a lot back in the day, too. I believe... Is there a secret back here?
Oh, and...
Is there...
Oh, and
no.
Since Pokemon Generation 2 like to run on the gimmick of doing things by daily events and whatnot, if you come on here on different days, you'll get different trainers to battle.
Okay, we've got 1050, so...
Big month ended, so that...
Oh, there's a new Pokemon we haven't seen before. Bronzor, hailing from the Sinnoh region.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab night vision goggles, and the grenade launcher, and some ammo. And unfortunately, I don't think the, excuse me, I don't think the, body armor carries over, so I'm gonna grab that, because I remember what's coming. You can use the mouse wheel to scroll through, or you can use the number pad.
Benjamin said that Big Month ended so that Final Space can run one last time. What?
Big Mouth? Does he mean Big Mouth?
Yeah, Big Mouth, I'm sorry.
And you can also use... Yeah. And you can also use the mouse to move around and aim entirely, but I don't like that. I use WASD.
Big Mouth, that Netflix show that Mr.
The shittiest show in the history of Netflix, and that's certainly saying something considering all the crap they put out. Something exploded.
You know, if I could ever run Black and White and or Black 2 or White 2.
Where exactly are you leaving dynamite all around this lab, scientists?
Mom, stop buying stuff with my money.
Mom, stop buying dynamite with my money and leaving it all around secret labs that summon aliens from outer space.
How does that make any sense?
You can somewhat think of this as, like, Doom meets Half-Life, I suppose, from a top-down perspective.
Alright, I'm about to go down here.
It's a dead scientist body.
Joseph, what did you say you identify as again?
A millionaire.
Ooh,
you know, you should have said you identify as correct.
It's because I said my Chevy is a Tesla, my Chevy is a Tesla, my Chevy is a Tesla, my Chevy is a Tesla.
Oh, look. Mr. Mime.
Oh yeah, multi-millionaire.
It's because somebody kept spamming trans women or women, so I just I decided to be a Kaiser Neko, be a tool.
Look at that. You can see the little crack in the wall. You can bust through the wall.
And I decided to spam my Chevy as a Tesla.
Actually, hang on. That's the same. I think that's. I'm trying to think here. Trying to think where those shell sound effects are from. And you don't want to shoot those from in here because that'll bust up that body armor that costs us so much.
And meanwhile,
so you shoot them from the outside, but it doesn't actually do anything.
You know, Alex, I'm sure you wish that the Cyborg arc in Teen Titans would end with Cyborg opening the biggest door imaginable.
Yeah, so many doors.
No, he just opens a gigantic door.
Okay, Legacy of the Beast is under maintenance, so they'll have to wait a bit. Time to go to Legacy Wars.
Are you guys gonna buy Twitter Blue?
No.
No.
I can't even afford a bottle of soda.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
And now I'm fighting a Sailor Man.
Toot toot.
Oh, fuck.
Sailor Man, you really
Now
turn
let's
me on.
see if I can... Hey!
Alex,
That was
would you
cool.
recommend buying GameStop stock right now?
Oh, and this
I
Pokemon is
haven't taken a
Makuhita
look at
from the
GameStop
Hoenn
stock in a
region.
little while, and I'm currently
it's
being
dead.
attacked by little green monsters. So, you know, buy stock in anti-little green monster medicine.
Well, the argument for buying GameStop right now is it's because it's one of the most shorted stocks right now.
Alright,
Yeah, that's
Gengar,
the
get in
same-
there.
That's kind of the same way it was back when the original GME push was going on. And it seems like they... Whoa! Okay. I knew that was
Well,
coming,
I
and
have
that
a
still
friend
kind of
that
caught me by
thinks it's
surprise.
going to happen again. You're the same sentiment.
No, I want the pistols. Thank you, game.
Fuck. Stairway to Heaven, do not die now.
Crypto
Thank
right
you.
now is according to
The orange ones are fucking crazy. They're like the crimson heads.
is
Okay.
Bitcoin
From
Cash
Resident Evil.
and Arrow.
Alright, Stairway to Heaven
Okay.
grew to level 52.
Alex, buy
Now
an
all that's
Arrow.
left is my Kingdra.
Okay, you guys, you McFucking asked for it.
You made me do this!
Grenade launcher.
Ah!
Oh, the aliens are here. Like the actual aliens from Alien are here. Why is there a... How many shells have I fed you? Oh, there goes my body armor.
Hello, good sir. Could I get you to look for my buddy? He's taking it easy somewhere, that good for nothing.
Okay.
I want to go find him, but I'm on guard duty and have to stay right here. So you're gonna pawn off your duty to me. Thank you.
Sounds like a Nintendo game to me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Luckily, I remember which room he's in.
There we go.
Oh yeah, Don.
Why didn't I
Lemon
get that-
got fired
what
from
the
CNN,
fuck?
And Tucker
Yeah,
Carlson
at
got
the
fired
same
from
time, Tucker
Fox.
Carlson got fired from Fox.
Both
And
on
at
the
Fox
same
News,
fucking day.
Fox and CNN, I am ready to take the highest offer anybody will give me.
By the way, Tucker.
Just as
by
long
the
as
way,
you're willing-
Animaniacs
just as
had
long as you're
responded to
willing-
that.
To not vet anything I say.
As I was saying,
Because
yeah,
we're going to talk about video games every day, and we're not actually going to talk about politics.
they're gonna think that this is the most boring set of news ever.
And I want to take my crew with me.
You're gonna have your own news station with blackjack and
Yeah,
hookers.
We're going to be on Fox News and CNN. We're going to simul-broadcast to both of them.
Somehow.
I actually, that would be fucking amazing if we could do that. But that's never gonna happen.
No.
Ah, shit. There's more of them. That's a good thing I brought my boomstick.
This is my boomstick. It's a good thing this game has more than just one or two dragon moves aside from
Not
Dragon
to be confused
Rage.
with the not to be confused with the boob stick that female Ashley Williams has. Fun fact, there's a female Ashley Williams.
I'm sure there is.
She's really fucking hot.
Oh,
Outside of the Bishujo?
There is a comic with her in it.
You're gonna have to be an Italian and give me the sauce.
Haha, finish this. And I believe this is where the original demo ended, because the first Windows XP machine that I ever had to myself
I miss Windows.
had, yeah, me too. The first Windows XP machine I ever had one of these. Had a demo of this game on it.
Okay, I get
Now,
the little
let's
girl.
see.
I get this little girl is
Automated
bored,
defense system.
or she wants to battle. Fine,
Pretty
I'll
cool.
battle you. Fuck yeah, Sea King!
Grab some more of these. Some more body armor. Ah, shit, I shouldn't have bought the body armor. Let's see, there we go. Nope,
Ugh.
nope.
By the way, in case you're wondering,
Yeah,
Alex, when you get to this
Hello,
section,
body armor.
Alex, in case you're wondering, when you get to this section of the game, no, it's not going to scale up to your progress. As it's going to scale up to when you have like 8 badges.
Huh.
So since you've taken on like Claire's level 40 Kingdra or something like that, you'll be taking on like level 40 A+ or below Pokemon in Kanto.
Grab some more grenades.
How does that make you feel?
Child blocks.
Whoa! Okay, well.
Every time somebody
Inquiring
says,
minds
"How does
wishes
that-"
to know the answer to this question, Alex.
Okay.
Okay. You have a knife.
Well, you know, I don't...
Every time somebody
I'm not
says,
sure.
"How does that make you feel?" It reminds me of that one scene in Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy's like, "Yes, but how does that make you feel?" And one of his friends start responding, "Child blocks."
Yes, I
Child
want.
blocks.
Hello, small little girl who is harassing.
What are you
elderly
shooting
man.
at? What are
Play
you
with
shooting
me.
at?
Oh, great. I gotta go play hide and seek with this little girl. Well, no duh,
Night vision
she
goggles. They're a very helpful purchase. Actually, to be perfectly honest, the flashlight probably isn't that much help, considering you get enough money to buy the night vision goggles. But what do you want? I haven't played this game much lately. But it is just as fun as I remember it being. Although you can cheese it a little bit. Like if I can demonstrate here.
Alright, the little girl has gone back to her grandpa.
Come on. So yeah, so if you clip your shotgun... Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you too. If you clip your
got the metal
shotgun through
coat.
the wall, you can kill all the enemies on the other side of this door, and, well, most of the walls, to be perfectly honest.
And by the way, the metal coat Oh, by the way, Alex, this is where you get your first instance of the metal coat in Gen 2. Gonna rest up.
I see our
Bum, bum,
comrade
bum.
had to attend to something for a little bit.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's chain gun ammo.
just to see how it would sound.
You know, I've thought about doing that. Just because I think it'd be funny.
I thought about
Just to
doing
see
that
what-
with Kevin's
No.
at some point. But, like, only sharing the audio with Kevin and Alex.
By the way, Alex, did you check your email?
Yes, I did. I meant to tell...
You meant to say something?
It's a giant target right in front of me. How am I not hitting it?
All you really need is a minute of audio, folks.
You came from Johto?
Well,
I envy
you know,
you. I
I've
hear
got
many
more-
rare Pokemon
I've got
live over
well
there.
over a minute of audio of me speaking on the internet.
Or just 10 seconds of it, because... Or just, like...
Oh,
20
by the way, Alex, unlike in Pokemon Crystal, I still have to have some encounters with Suicune and Kanto before I can catch him.
Because more...
Oh,
shooters
come on,
have,
you
like,
seen.
20
You see, Suicune runs away because you don't get the hint. Suicune don't want anything to do with you, buddy. Well, no, duh, Sherlock. Of course he prefers water. Of course. So anyway, Kanto! For the first 7 gyms in this game, you can go in any order you want, so long as you clear a main plot quest. As before, or you get to before you get to doing all that, because there's something that we gotta do before we can unlock Pewter City to Cinnabar. Any questions on that, Alex?
Where do I find this minigun that people have been talking about?
Oh, and not only do we have
Or grenade ammo.
Oh, and we also not only have new route music, but we also have new wild battle music and new trainer music and new trainer encounter music.
Hang on.
Never mind.
Ben says to get Twitter Blue for the Metley Crew Twitter. I would, but the thing is that the Metley Crew Twitter, for some reason, whenever I put in the phone number, it says, whoa, holy shit.
It says, whoa,
Okay.
holy shit. That
Whoa,
seems
holy
very
shit.
vulgar.
Okay. I was not expecting...
Oh, holy shit.
I was not expecting that door to open like that. It says that there's not a valid phone number, so...
Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I presume I need to go through here.
I revitalized a thread.
Plusle and Minun.
Revitalized weeks ago. You
This
motherfuckers!
this
Didn't think to use this thread 2 weeks ago when the movie came out.
What
Come
what
on.
thread?
The Mario movie discussion thread.
Oh!
And
feel that earthquake, baby.
No, Hey, let's shoot the radioactive waste. Maxed out on shotgun shells at the moment, so let's just use some. That really does... I think that's the Half-Life sound effect. But that is from the General Series 6000.
So, Alex, how do you feel about Kanto being very non-linear in terms of, you know, how you want to go about beating the gym leaders?
That's cool.
You could go...
Where's the breaker?
So I'm sure you'll have fun on doing in Kanto when you get to this point in the game.
Yep. There's the breaker.
And unlike me, you'll be encountering Pokemon exclusively from Johto and Kanto, not... Meanwhile, I'm going to be getting Pokemon from Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh.
Including those from the Sinnoh League victors. I didn't know there were orange ones. I knew there were yellow ones. I did not know there were yellow, red, orange ones. Okay. Okay.
Oh, and by the way, Alex, unlike
You guys are just eating grenades. That's not good.
Oh, and by the way, Alex, unlike in Generation 1, you do not need to go get something for or the guards to drink in order to get you into Saffron City.
Oh well, I'm just racking up achievements like crazy. Ow. Well, I had extra lives, so
I'm just deciding to...
guess that works.
I'm actually deciding to do things in the order from the OG Gen 1.
Okay, that's some much-needed health up.
But like I said, first we gotta clear some... First we gotta clear... Earn it.
Money, that'll be helpful later. No.
Thankfully, I don't have to cut down any trees to get to the power plant.
It's supposed to be a weapon of mass destruction, guys. I don't see a whole lot of mass destruction going on. Yeah, this is definitely a, like, General Series 6000 in effects.
Oh, I caused a lot of mass.
Because that's an explosion.
That day in September,
That's an explosion effect I've used. Am I gonna have to remember the 21st night of September again?
You will when September rolls around this year.
Well, wake me up when September ends.
According to
yeah, good luck with that.
According to South Park, in just a few months, 9/11 will finally be funny.
You sure about that?
No,
Alex, look, it's the Raichu. She's so funny.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, Alex knows of female Ash thanks to me. Yes, Ben is the reason I know about female Ash Williams. She is like one of the hottest things on two legs.
After
aside from Starfire,
years, something will finally be funny. Don't you remember that's what happened with AIDS in 2002,
So,
I think?
you know, I dispute that because I've been making 9/11 jokes for like 3 years now.
Have you forgotten when those twin towers fell?
Like whenever planes or towers or really any kind of flying object comes up.
All struck down, and they all went straight to hell. Have you forgotten?
what are you singing, Mason?
I can't
Increase
even
stamina to get more ammo. And I'll just,
It's a country
Hey,
song.
you! Don't litter!
It's
I
apparently
wasn't
it's a
littering,
country
kid.
song somebody tried to do to cash in on the
I'll grab a minigun, why not?
So, Alex, do you feel like the Gen 2 remake does better in regards to how the
Come get some!
in regards to the trainers being scaled up to your level?
Rip
or
and tear your guts! You are huge! That means you have huge guts!
But I thought they had the biggest balls of them all.
No, I have the biggest balls of them all!
Anyway, as I was saying, do you feel like the trainers scaling up to your progress makes sense in the remake or no? Of Gen 2?
Kinda, yeah, because if they don't scale, they're really easy to push over.
Especially when one of the things that people have said about Gen 2 is
Rip and tear until it's done.
is that it's the easiest generation in to beat. Aside from Gen 6 and Gen 7 and any generation, basically any generation past Gen 5. Gen 7 may have a bit of a challenge, but that's early game, and then everything else is piss easy.
Cue up Eternal Horizons by the Chalk Eaters. Great fucking song, by the way. Channeling classic Dragon Force with Isabella from Animal Crossing, teaming up with the Doom guy, the Doom Slayer.
Well, Primeape's dead. Reminds me of Dixie.
Well, I wish I wasn't Dixie, away, away. Those Dixie bars will
Why would I want to learn Double Edge?
Away, away, away.
My Typhlosion wants to learn Double Edge.
Dixie.
Hold on a second.
Right away. Come away. Look at that.
Oh my god, it does learn Double Edge. Nah, not worth it. He doesn't reap a lot of benefits from Double Edge. At first I thought, is something wrong with my game? But then I looked it up, I'm like, no wait, he does learn Double Edge. Well now. By the way, in case you're wondering what Double Edge does, it's basically a more powerful version of Takedown. Any questions? Guys? Hello? Anybody? Hello? Oh, God. Hey, Alex?
Alright. Joseph, says, Grandma is keeping me from chatting.
Yeah. I hope
that's-
things go over well on his end.
And it looks like we just lost Alex. Just the two of us.
Great.
Building castles in the sky.
Alex, speak to us.
You and I.
Ah, shit.
On the bright side, got a new character in LOTB. I forget what that stands for.
Okay.
Oh, he's back.
What happened?
I presume the stream is back now. Yes, reconnection successful. For some reason, I lost the internet.
But it said you were still online.
Yeah, that's probably because I logged in on my phone to make sure that everything was still connected, and that something wasn't. This is like the third time this has happened. I don't even know why, but let's go ahead. Keep going. And boys, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna grab some more minigun ammo. Yep. You know, you guys do realize that the faster you come at me, the more likely I am to harvest ammunition from your cold dead corpses. Or rather, hot dead corpses, because I filled you full of radioactive... Well, lead isn't radioactive, so never mind.
What the fuck am I listening to right now? Mason! Mason!
Mason, can you turn that down?
Oh shit, it's probably too close to the mic.
Well, no, duh!
Yeah. Bottlenecks.
What the hell was
bottlenecks.
that?
Everybody loves the bottleneck.
Don't play it!
Oh! I got a rocket launcher. Better use it sparingly.
Usually
I have
it works
much
better the other way around if I play it from my TV speaker and not the...
Don't play it at all. Please. God damn it, I need it. Need a cutting slave?
I thought you were gonna say you need tequila.
No.
Tequila. It makes me happy. Coke and tequila.
Mount Silver is in Johto. It must be a silver mountain. No, it's just called Mount Silver.
That was
Also, there's some guy dressed. There's some schmuck dressed in red, and with a bunch of Pokemon sitting atop that mountain. He's been sitting there.
Does he have a Mewtwo in his party?
No. We could catch Mewtwo in this game, however. Not in Crystal.
So that means that Ash failed at his endeavor in the original game. Or Red, rather.
Well, it's more like he might have just released it and you can still catch him.
These things are like giant facehuggers.
I like to just imagine when, whenever Staraptor uses close combat, it's just flying in and repeatedly kicking you with its feet.
I don't even know what the objective is for this level. I'm just having fun killing all these aliens.
It's that the objective says kill aliens.
Oh, awesome! That's what I was gonna do anyways.
What is the story here? Aliens are here. Shoot them. That is your damn
aliens
plot.
here, kill their ass.
Where does that even come from, anyway? Is that a 4chan thing?
I first heard it from a zero punctuation video.
It sounds like a 4chan thing.
Probably. Either that or something awful. Yahtzee was a big 4chan something awful guy, so... Well, back in the day, anyway.
The guy that e-bagged?
Who?
Didn't Yahtzee, like, e-bag for a trip to somewhere?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Asa made a whole video about it.
I'll
link it.
Unless it was something about... like... Honestly, there's no fucking shame in e-begging.
Unless you're Darkside Phil.
No, Darkside Phil. Darkside Phil has very little to offer in the way of actual content.
Other than complaining, other than doing the same thing over and over again, bitching about the game, and getting mad at people for trolling him, and then saying it's totes the game's fault.
Who's worse,
Oh, no, that...
Low tier god because as LTG, will try to physically intimidate you.
Considering he lived in Australia back when this video was made, hey, yeah.
Darkside Phil is just a pussy, who pretends that he's hot shit when in reality he'll back out.
And that was the escapist. That wasn't Yahtzee e-begging. That was fucking... That was escapist and PAX.
Anyways, I was saying, DSP will shirk from a challenge if given into him. Low tier God will try to intimidate you to reconsidering the challenge with his big torso and his tiny little chicken legs. I'm dead serious. It's like he skipped leg day. He's got tiny chicken legs, and he's holding up his big torso, and I'm just like...
It's funny because I don't think any of this stuff actually happened, and I'm looking at the video here, and I'm going through.
And here's how you beat
the rewards and stuff.
And here's how you would be able to defeat low tier God in an actual fight. Sweep kick.
Like the stuff, the outro sponsorship, that never happened, and that I'm aware of. Actually, that might have been something I just forgot. That might have been and from the PAX. I don't remember if he did a PAX video.
Ooh, Skip Bloom. Why? Okay, so Alex, there's this move that came about, I think, in either this generation or in Gen 3, called Worry Seed, and essentially it makes it so that you can't fall asleep.
Oh yeah, he did do that video for PAX. Okay.
Why do you have 2 of these things? Sorry, I'm in disbelief over a trainer just literally deciding their go-to Pokemon was gonna be frickin' Skiploom. What the fuck do you think that's gonna do against an Ampharos? Ampharos is known for its special defense. Yeah, like that is ever gonna end any differently.
Like if you're actually putting out a product that people want,
oh dear,
there's not really anything wrong with asking for people to pay for your bills to go somewhere.
No, that's
especially
fine.
if you're having a
hard
if
time.
you're having to travel international for something like that. And like from my experience, without even being, without conventions fucking suck. I don't want to go to a convention and most of the time unless I'm going for free. And if I'm going to a convention, I want them to fucking pay for my transit. And if I'm the guest,
You said that wasn't Yahtzee, that was the Escapist.
I think it was the Escape. It was either the Escapist or Penny Arcade, because it was there's like stuff in there that's like subject to Escapist approval and things like that. And the funny thing is, the Escapist is kind of a strangely operated website, because they had a handful of decent content and then they kind of pissed it away, and then they rehired Movie Bob because they wanted to be apolitical, because I guess Yahtzee was too based for them.
Here's my credit card.
What?
Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on, safari with me. Oh, by the way, Alex,
Stop spitting at me.
In Heart Gold,
Stop spitting at.
In Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you do actually have the you do actually have the opportunity to get at the Kanto legendary birds and whatnot. I'm ready to blast something. Who would dare steal a part from the generator?
Is that the invincibility they give you
so much time fixing it.
Last.
If I catch him, he's going to see what I can do with my charge beam. In Pokemon Crystal, the manager would say a zap cannon. Because Charge Beam wasn't a thing until this generation. I just got word from Cerulean. It appears that a shady character has been loitering around. Those
trying to shoot you.
Those
Stand
damn
still.
loiterers. Could I ask for your cooperation? I'm a 10-year-old boy and has battled a criminal organization.
God
and
fucking damn it.
As local law enforcement, the gym leaders and the Pokemon League couldn't handle it, so I had to do everything. Sure, why not?
I thought you were about to.
The shady character
Alex's
was hanging
gym.
around the Cerulean gym.
I thought
Okay,
you were about
let's
to-
go. Let's go find out about the shady character. Which, by the way, Alex, this is something you're gonna have to do if you want to clear Kanto and Crystal. I'll just let you know in advance.
Alex, you know the joke I'm talking about that you always make.
Which joke?
I'm a 10-year-old boy in...
Oh, that one. I've only made that joke like twice. Or 3 or 4. I've made it.
Your words game.
Okay, I have made it quite a few times, I guess.
Man, I wish Asa would come back to these streams.
I don't like. Honestly, I kind of don't like to bother him.
Yeah,
Because it always kind of seems like we're taking him away from something.
Yeah, that's why I stopped
important.
adding. That's why I stopped adding him in these things. Because I'll be honest, I didn't feel comfortable bothering the guy. He's got several. Yeah, he's a very busy man. So
he's got his own stuff to work on. He's got his kids to take care of.
Yeah, he's got family.
One of them disabled, by the way.
Yeah. Wait.
His son is.
Oh my God!
Bottleneck.
It's Team Rocket, Alex.
Oh, who could have fucking guessed?
Oops! I'm so sorry. You not hurt, okay? I very busy. No time for talking with you. Not good for me if seen by somebody.
Anyways, his son.
Oh no! You've seen me already.
His daughter is.
Hey, I make big mistake. Hey, you! Forget you see me. Okay? You seen, heard, no, own nothing. Okay? Bye. Bye-bye. A go-go. Oh, that was random. Anyway, let's go chase him. By the way, that guy is an exchange member of Team Rocket.
Of course he is.
That's why he speaks in mangled up English. It's not because the translation's wonky. That's just, the quirk they assigned
The translation is purposefully wonky.
Yes. To highlight this characteristic.
The hell is that?
I hate
As
how
an interesting graphical glitch.
I hate how that one internet reviewer guy I get so much wrong with Persona 5 with his review of Persona 5.
And is it Donkey?
No, it's the guy that did the more style than all style no substance video on Persona 5.
Okay.
And he also did a bunch of videos on Yu-Gi-Oh!
For the rocket launcher.
Let me go look it up.
Oh yeah, I got banned from a Discord yesterday.
Who did?
Ah, Svit.
I did.
That's
I got
who.
banned from a Discord.
Which Discord was it?
The Warmain Discord. It's a Discord for a World of Warcraft private server. Definitely the most popular one right now.
Why'd you get banned?
And I got banned from it for posting that Dark Danny video where he's like, "You will never be a real woman."
Oh.
I posted the video on Ace's Discord last night.
No, I wouldn't have done that personally.
Yeah.
Just because, it's sometimes it's not worth starting the argument.
Yeah, it really is, and at times.
Well, the
Like,
chat
I know-
is Darren's chat,
Ah,
and Darren's chat is well
Ah.
known for
Ah.
super heated shit posting, toxic.
Aye!
toxicity,
No, believe
very
it, I can't.
uplifting.
Strong very much be you, match I am not to you.
Turns out I was mistaken.
well,
Okay.
I got a
Tell
warning
you
in the
my
Funimation
ein
Discord
secret,
server for
will
posting
I.
an image of shirtless Goku saying it violated their policy on nudity.
Machine parts steal by me. Hide it I did in gym of the Cerulean. Near inflatable tube, put it I did. Look for Jim at. But you forget me not. Beat you for sure will Team Rocket.
You don't remember.
It come from
I'll
Johto,
never
will they?
forget.
Mine allies, yes. Will revenge they are.
And I'm
So I'm
back.
gonna pull something up
You say what?
here.
Team
Excuse me?
Rocket, bye-bye, a go-go? Broken up, it is set as you? Oh, no! Should I do what what now I'll want on from me? Okay. My country, go home. Make Team Rocket, I will. Goodbye, so long. Well, that was random.
Farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I stole this song straight from Family Guy.
Anyway, so now I gotta go find the, So now I gotta go find the machine part. Which supposedly the item finder or dowsing machine can help with that, but... it doesn't come up on there. Which, by the way, it's an invisible item, just so you know. Alex, you know what those are, right, in Pokemon?
Kind of.
You press A near a random tile.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and it... Let's turn this sucker on.
Musk
They
has given
really-
100 million to Ukrainian charities. Huh? Yes, according to Stephen King, Musk has given 100 million to Ukrainian charities.
Oh, yeah, so a bunch of, the same brass effect they used for the other one. For the handgun.
Alright, I found on the machine. So now I gotta go back to the power plant and give it to him. Well, that was easy. Which, by the way,
nuclear
Alex, in
power
case
plant?
you're... I have to give the machine part to the power plant. Yes.
The nuclear power plant?
No.
The Pokemon power plant.
No.
It's pronounced nuclear.
Oh, I can't fly there. Unlike in the first
But I want you to come
generation.
fly with me. Let's fly. We'll fly away.
Oh, by the way, hey Alex, so I did mention that you can catch Mewtwo in this game.
Yes.
You know what that means? Cerulean Cave in the remake is open. In the original, you can't catch Mewtwo. You are limited to only either legendary beasts, Lugia, and Ho-Oh. That's it. Kind of sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The only way you could get the legendary birds and Mewtwo in Gen 2 was this system known as the time capsule, which is essentially how trading between generations 1 and 2 worked.
Or Game Shark.
I'm talking about legitimate ways, Mason, not illegitimate ways.
Screw you, Game Shark. We can't leave out the legendary Game Shark.
Yes, we can.
Where did you come from? Why are they always spawning behind me?
God, I miss Game Shark.
Hello, good sir. Ah, yeah, that thing you have. Is that the part that was stolen from my beloved generationer? You found it? Thank you so much. Now all I have to do is attach this part here.
Alex, which belt would you pick?
Alex, switch what now?
Belt would you pick?
Yes, it's
what
running.
kind of belt?
Look in the broadcast chat.
Ha! Thanks.
If it is what I think it is.
Here,
Yeah.
go ahead and take this TM.
Gotta be the eagle.
I'm
Alright.
one with the spinner.
I obtained TM57, which is Charge Beam.
My all-time favorite championship belt that's been in WWE is the Big Gold.
Which, by the way, Charge Beam also has a chance of raising your Pokemon's special attack up.
Like the, I don't like the big W belt. Because that's just too branded, you know? Like, I talked about this on Twitter, but one of the things that irritates me a lot about, like the spinner belt too, because the spinner belt has that same problem, where it's all, it's got the branding front and center.
Yeah.
And I wish they'd put like some white or silver on the strap, because too much gold is just gaudy, but the big white W looks even worse because it's the fucking company logo, you know?
Alright, let's go into Rock Tunnel.
Invincibility.
But I stand by my statement, the best belt ever in WWE is the Big Gold.
Alright, let's
No,
flash.
I don't like the big gold belt. I prefer the eagle.
By the way, good news, Alex. The Kanto dungeons are significantly shortened in this version.
Oh, cool.
As in, there's only like one section to go through, and then that's it. They aren't, you know, the massive dungeons they were in Gen 1 and Gen 3.
Toy-wise, I actually have, interestingly enough, a version of the Big Gold belt that they made back in 2007. Unfortunately, it's not the type you'd wear. It's for action figures, but it's the 2007
Perspective's
Big
fucked up
Gold.
again.
The Big Gold from 2007. They just
Invincibility.
added the spray.
Die, my darling. Just shut your pretty eyes. I will see you. Be seeing you again. I'll be seeing you in hell.
See you
That's really shitty news to share that I know is going
Blue,
to
I'm just gonna spam my fucking
eventually.
grenade launcher at you until
What
you
is the
fucking
news?
die. There we go.
Are you ready for this, Kevin?
Just say it.
Teen Titans Go has officially become the longest running Cartoon Network series ever, beating Ed, Edd n Eddy's record from 2009.
Not that hard to do considering how long Teen Titans Go has been running.
Yeah, Teen Titans Go has been going on for... God, I remember...
I remember when it was being teased and when it started airing.
Yeah. Like, the big things that bother me about it is, one, it appropriated the name of what was my favorite comic book at the time. And they killed the Teen Titans Go comic for Tiny Titans. And Tiny Titans was cool, but it wasn't as good as Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go, Alex, is based off the 2003 cartoon.
Right.
So if you didn't know anything about the cartoon, you'd be lost.
I was quite significantly most of the time, but I still read it anyways.
But now that you have actual reference, I'm sure you won't be lost anymore.
Oh, I still liked it back then.
No. Like, I'm sure if you reread it now, you wouldn't be lost anymore. Well, we still got to get through season 5 before things start to come together even more. But you get the idea.
Right now. Oh, funny. Excuse me?
Yeah, that's fine. I also got to go to Lavender Town because... Alex, you know what the people did to the ghost tower in Lavender Town?
What'd they do?
They tore it down and made it a radio tower out of it.
They tore it down and made a Radio Shack.
A radio tower.
Let's see. I'm gonna boost my speed. Might as well boost up accuracy. And since I didn't get the rocket launcher on the last level, I'll get that.
Oh yeah, here's some funny news, Alex.
Rescue bag is too expensive, so I'll just grab some yellow body armor. Okay, hang on.
Here's some ironic, funny news. White has been put on a list of public transphobes.
Well, you know what? I ain't fucking surprised.
I'm surprised.
Somehow I didn't make that list.
Neither did I. And Ben's surprised he didn't. And Ben didn't make that list either, even though. Oh, he's had multiple posts on the Bridget situation in Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, Ben made the fucking news over his Bridget posts.
Yep.
Like, how the fuck did he not wind up on that goddamn list?
I didn't even make...
That was a really surreal week, too, by the way, because both him and me were, like, tangentially related to the news of the week.
And I was just sitting there like, what? I'm like, who the fuck is Bridget? Also, Bridget is a girl's name, not a boy's name.
Actually, is also kind of a girl's name, but, you know.
And meanwhile,
Did you, like, never play Guilty Gear Strive or XRD or whatever the fuck?
I didn't play Guilty Gear until I decided and I wanted to get into it, but now I gotta get, actually get at the Xrd games and whatnot.
Now, the funny thing is, people completely misinterpreted the Bridget situation, because it wasn't that ArcSys was making him into a trans woman. It was that they were retconning him ever having actually been a boy in the first place. They were making Bridget into always having been a biological female. Which is very strange, I know, but that was what they were doing to appeal to China.
Of course, it's always fucking China's fault.
China.
And yet
China ruined the Transformers movies, they ruined Iron Man 3, they ruined the Warcraft film.
Okay, so Alex, you might be wondering, what could I possibly be doing in Vermilion City? Even if you're probably not watching the stream. So
fucking cyber demons are here.
So we try to go down Route 11, and this fat ass is blocking the entrance to Diglett Cave. So you know what I gotta do?
Kill him?
Nope.
God damn it, I was on the way to the... And everything despawns.
I have to play the
Poke.
Poke Flute.
Okay, then.
Let's make sure I have Pokeballs to catch him with. Yes, I do.
So I'm browsing through Twitter, and obviously, me being
Well,
a
that was
Power
your
Rangers
first
fan.
mistake.
Alright, time to fight the Snorlax.
The only reason to have Twitter is because Alex is still using
So yeah, this fat ass is blocking our way. And we gotta take him down.
I keep Twitter because of the giveaways.
Yeah, me too. I like the giveaways. I like to keep in touch with people who I know
Same
from
here.
there.
But as a Power Rangers fan, of course, I follow Razzle.
Yeah,
And-
Raz is a cool dude.
Yeah,
Oh, this
Raz.
Snorlax.
I won a handful of.
I bought
won
quite a few
of
things from Raz over the years. And Ryan Rosbiani, aka Power Rangers Talk. Okay, I got a couple of things from him over the years, but
Oh, by the way,
I
Alex,
won,
this
I think I won one of Raz's contests back in the day, and that was it.
And by the way, Alex, this Snorlax actually comes with the held item leftovers.
Oh, cool.
And I'm sure you know what that item does.
Lets you get more food.
No. And
But-
if you give the Pokemon the held item leftovers, after every turn, so long as it's still, you know, alive on the battlefield, it will regain some health. Oh, Jesus,
But-
tap dancing Christ. This got a new Giga Impact.
I'll have to screenshot that because the other one's. Anyway, so
Now,
Raz,
oh yeah, by the way, hey, the first RPM Lightning Collection figure is
Yeah.
is out there, and it's Summer fucking Lansdowne, aka hey, like my childhood crush back in the day.
really?
Yeah,
1, 2, 3. Oh, wow! I actually caught it on the first try. Good for me.
But yeah, there is a type of model of Power Rangers figures that I'm just hearing of, and boy! yeah.
I'm not gonna nickname this guy.
I'm sending images in the broadcast chat of these figures with the weapons as well as combined with the Power Blaster.
oh yeah, the remastered ones.
No, not the
Notice how
rema-
they're
not the
hiding.
remaster, no.
Oh, by
Oh,
the
is
way,
that the what is this?
This is the Fury.
The Fury figures?
I don't know how.
no. It's pronounced Furai, as in the Shirai Ryu. Oh wait, that's still the wrong pronunciation of Shirai
But
Ryu.
yeah. These are not ordinary figures, by the way. They're figure kit.
Oh, cool. I didn't know they were still doing those.
This is the Mighty Morphin Red.
That is fucking awesome. I'm gonna have to get that. I love building models.
I've always wanted to get into building models.
Alex, now that you have your Google Doc for your Young Justice review script, I'm sure you'll come up with such wonderful things.
God, there are a lot of rants I want to go on, and I have no idea where to start.
From the very beginning.
Guys, tell me
Very
what
good
you think of
place
this
to
movie
start.
idea I'm about to post.
Alex, the moment you tell me where should I start, I'm just like, from the very beginning.
Okay. So that's. I'm afraid that movie's already been made.
What?
It's
You're
called-
shitting me.
It's called Demolition Man.
Okay. Okay. Hey, so Alex,
It's one of the greatest
you
films
think-
of all time.
Alex, do you think at some point we should watch Doug Walker's Old versus New on Prince of Egypt versus Ten Commandments, if that's not already on our list?
Yes, we should do that.
Alright, so explain why to our hypothetical audience.
I have a feeling that we'll disagree with him, because I watched a little bit of that back in the day, and that was how I first heard of the Prince of Egypt. And I'd kind of seen parts of Ten Commandments, so I was like, what? How could an animated DreamWorks movie that was a quarter of the length that I've never heard of actually be better than this classic movie? Starring all these amazing actors. And then I watched it, and I was like, oh, that's how. Because I thought it was I clicked off of it because I thought it was such a ridiculous premise that one could be, that the DreamWorks film would be better, and then the DreamWorks film was better.
Yep.
I think we can agree on what the best quote from Demolition Man is.
And that is?
Thanks a lot, you shit brain, fuck face, ball breaking, duck fucking pain in the ass.
Yep.
Is Mason's pussy acting up again?
Yeah, it is.
Extra lives,
Yeah,
motherfucker!
man.
I needed those.
Anyway, so...
Chain gun ammo, I needed that too.
For his Old versus New
Chain gun ammo.
on Prince of Egypt and Ten Commandment. And for first he ended up going over the main two characters, then the side characters, then God itself. Yes, he actually went. Yes, even though we know, it's just it's just the burning bush and whatnot. He still felt the need to make it a big deal.
A very strange attitude towards idolatry in the Abrahamic faiths, because they have this whole thing about no, the Furai Rangers are $40 a piece. Holy shit. Well, you know what? I've put together figure kits before, or those are probably worth it.
Anyway, as you were saying, Alex.
They have a very strange attitude towards idolatry, because on the one hand it's like don't, but on the other hand, and they also have all these statues and all this imagery and whatnot. That's very important to the faiths, and please tell me this is going to turn. There we go. And that stuff sort of becomes like idolatry by proxy. So, they don't have a golden calf, but they do have
something.
And they don't
some
have
kind of idol to worship.
Yeah. They have the idea of an idol in their head, and then that winds up being represented as the idol. I need to get to the invincibility before my health runs out. There we go.
So anyway, and then the last category he went over was story. How it was paced, which one had the better focus and whatnot.
Prince of Egypt, Prince of Egypt, Prince of Egypt, Prince of Egypt.
You'd be surprised. Okay, so
no, I know what his conclusion was.
Yes.
But let's be real here. It's the Prince of Egypt.
Yeah, but here's
the only thing that we needed at the end was maybe about 15 minutes. It's of Moses, Moses getting the 10 Commandments and smacking down on the guys as you're putting together the golden calf. That was about it. You could have done that in about 5 or 10 minutes, honestly.
Anyway, so as I was saying, here's how he rated into these categories. For Moses, he said...
Oh, yeah, freeze rifle.
He said that the 10 Commandments had the better Moses.
That's, you know, for as much as I like Charlton Heston, that is untrue. Like, Moses believes this flimsy-ass story far too quickly in the Ten Commandments.
And that movie is over 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they dedicate time to in that film, that they could have dedicated, had like maybe the crisis of conscience that he has in The Prince of Egypt, where he's like, you know, Moses is kind of a decent guy, so he's thinking, and oh man, you know, what have I been doing to these people who are my own? Because they are just like me. Maybe he could have had like a little bit of
some level of existential crisis.
Yeah, and that was really what made. Oh shit! That was really what made Prince of Egypt compelling for me. It was that he has this
thing called character.
This crisis of conscience about what not only he's been doing, but what his father did, and what his brother did, and what all of his family have done. Like there's no consequences for the inciting act of the entire story. Is the big deal with Ten Commandments. And it's like it never King what's his name, you know, Daddy Ramsey's
Seti.
Yeah, him.
Daddy
His
Ramsey,
decision.
What the fuck?
His decision to
his decision to kill the firstborns of all of the
Hebrews,
of all the Hebrews, is never comes up again, even though it has this big prominent moment at the start of the story.
Okay, and
it's basically just the inciting incident, and you know, I really like the way it's portrayed in Prince of Egypt, because boost up accuracy,
because we see Ramses' firstborn son right in front of the hieroglyphs of the firstborn Hebrews being dumped into the Nile.
Yep. Excuse me.
Alex, we need to talk about this tweet.
Well, you know, we can talk about this tweet eventually, but
not right now.
I want to talk about killing aliens.
Anyway,
how are there still guards for these aliens to have killed?
Anyway, as I was saying, so
a response to "I will not stop until every cute anime girl is Christian." Why is behavior exactly?
Because if you want your waifu to have another man in her heart, it's basically Natarare.
Anyways, so as I was saying, for Ramesses, he chose Prince of Egypt's version, and while also going over some
he has some level of sense.
Then for the side characters, he preferred Ten Commandments.
You know, in terms of quantity, sure, but for specific side characters, Prince of Egypt does a better job.
Well, they keep the cast mostly self-contained.
Yeah, the wife is
it has more of a
presence, far better characterized,
and has more of a presence on screen.
Yeah,
as opposed to just, you know, being an afterthought.
Yep.
And then there's also for God, he chose Prince of Egypt's version, and ultimately for the story,
God in Prince of Egypt seems more like a deity and less like a hallucination of
some dank weed
of Moses's drug-addled brain. Because you know the shit they got up to in ancient Egypt.
Oh yeah, they got all that purple kush. And the thing is that Moses in Ten Commandments was explicitly told about the burning bush. He never just stumbled upon it.
Yeah, it seems more
it's
more organic, I think.
Yeah. And so yeah, he does say that Prince of Egypt is better just due to the fact that it has the solid focus of the narrative, it being on the brothers, there's Moses and Ramesses. However, he was smitten. However, 10 Commandments God came down to smite him.
Your ass is grass.
Your butt is mine. I'll take you right. Show your face.
And and for his old versus new on the Batman stuff, he for context he compared Batman 89 and he compared Batman 89 to The Dark Knight. and he compared
on the beach, I'm a lucky man.
and let's see, I'm trying to remember what he compared. I mean, obviously he compared the Batmans and the Joker, as well as the side characters. But what else did he do? Oh, by the way, unlike in Pokemon Crystal, Viridian Forest is still here.
Oh, cool.
Which, by the way, Alex, in Pokemon Crystal, Viridian Forest is just gone.
Need that. Do I need a freeze rifle? I think I'm gonna go more rocket launcher ammo.
Rocket launcher.
Grab a red armor. Pump up accuracy.
I'm mostly just going around the region and getting the towns all mapped out before I go and clear out the gyms.
So, has anybody who's watched a Western has heard of the Pinkertons, right?
No.
Okay, well, Pinkertons apparently got sent, Wizards of the Coast sent the Pinkertons after the guy who got the Aftermath box set ahead of time, you know?
Why?
It's weird. I didn't know that the Pinkertons were still a thing, but every time, like, stuff like this keeps coming up, and it's like, every time I hear about it, it's like, the Pinkertons still exist? Yes, the Pinkertons still exist.
Oh, by the way, Viridian Forest in this game, or Route 2 in Pokemon Crystal, that's where you can get a Pikachu. Whoa, I agree with you. We are not friends.
Ammo, more speed.
Anyway, so for Batman, he picked Michael Keaton's version just because he has more of an air of mystery to him, as opposed to Bale's version.
Like people are so air of mystery is not a good thing for your hero to have. An air of mystery is for a villain,
which is why he picked Heath Ledger's Joker over Jack Nicholson's.
Because
Michael Keaton is the best live-action Batman. I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill.
Alex, shall we get our machine guns and gun them down?
You're going to die on this hill, and nobody will stand with you. This hill is now your bunker.
I'm gonna look up the video now.
Looks like a good hill. Yep.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about what you said earlier, Joseph. You said that your favorite George Clooney film was Batman and Robin?
Why the hell would you not pick The Descendants?
I've never seen it.
That's a really good movie, though. Actually, hang on. George Clooney directed a couple of movies because they were really good.
There are 3 movies.
Did you say The Descendants? Are you talking about that Disney Channel film?
No.
There are 3 movies.
Why would
I
you not pick
remember
From Dusk Till Dawn? Or The Perfect Storm? Or Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Oh Brother, Where Art Thou was fucking great.
I watched that with my grandparents.
Okay. So, here's my defense. I've seen Tomorrowland once, and I barely remember any of it. I've seen the Manifestos a couple times, but
The
I was
Tender
more
Bar.
Ewan McGregor.
Go watch The Tender Bar. It's a great movie. It has
I'll
Ben
see
Affleck
it.
in it, and it was directed by George Clooney.
Oh,
I'll see
Alex,
you-
I
I'll
now
see you
remember
too.
what he added to the comparison. And so, for the Batman movies, he compared
Or you
or
tanking
the,
rocket launcher.
First, he compared the Batman.
I got
Then
ammo
he
for the
compared.
flamethrower.
Then he compared the Jokers. Then he compared the side characters, and then he went over the action scenes. And then he ended with story. For Batman, he picked Michael Keaton. For Joker, he picked Heath Ledger. For the side characters, he picked 89 Batman. And for action scenes, he ultimately went with The Dark Knight.
Obviously.
And for story, he went with Batman 89.
That's...
And it ended with him getting
Batman 89 barely has a story.
And it ended with him getting an angry phone call from Christian Bale swearing at him.
Using that clip from Terminator Salvation, right?
Yes.
I want you off the fucking set, you prick!
I have wanted to do that with some people. But I presume people have also wanted to do that to me, so, who knows.
Anyway.
Unfortunately, the people I've wanted to do that to have been other starring actors in the show, so...
I feel like his old versus new follows like a very specific pattern. Or in many regards. He also says the old King Kong is better than the 2005 movie.
I can kind of believe that, but Long Kong is still good Kong, so...
Also, King Kong has more, character in the 2005 film.
I'm not necessarily... I'm alright with him not having much character. He is a monster in a monster movie, after all. But,
Godzilla's a monster in a monster movie, and even he has character in some of his older films. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah.
So, I think it's fair if Kong gets actual character.
I like... You remember those, that era of Godzilla where he had the really goofy eyes? I want to watch those.
What about the one where Godzilla's just doing a victory dance after chasing off King Ghidorah? And, then there's also...
Guys, is the microphone picking up your voices?
No.
Good.
Doug is not a fan... Doug was not really a fan of, Peter Jackson's King Kong kind of dragging things out in its runtime, which I'm like, it's a Peter Jackson movie. What do you expect?
Too short, should have been 2 films. The first film should have been entirely before they went onto the island.
Are you shitposting, or do you genuinely believe that?
Okay, I'm shitposting, but seriously. Yeah, I feel no shame in cheesing the game, because the game has cheesed me.
How about now? Does the microphone pick up your voices now?
No.
Good, okay. So it doesn't matter if I use PTT or not.
Oh, God. Mason sent me a DM of the entire Super Mario Brothers movie vocoded to Gangster's Paradise.
The new Super Mario Brothers movie or the old
Yes.
Super Mario Brothers?
The
Okay.
new
Did you
one.
see that the new one aired on Brazilian TV in its entirety?
Oh my god.
I
Do
don't know if it was-
princesses find him attractive? They do if they have good taste!
I don't know if that was a cam rip or what, but it would be hilarious if it was.
Alex, what do you think of that bit from the,
I love it. I love it so much.
And then he just rips
That is-
part of Luigi's mustache off. He's like, "Ah!"
That is 100% in Luigi's character.
He'll riz up Mario. Even when he's in severe pain.
Yeah.
Like, he really loves his brother.
Yeah. Chain gun ammo.
So Alex, if you end up if you actually do end up changing your mind about Gen 3, I would actually very much love to really help you with that one.
Well, one day I might play it, but the thing is,
You still got to get past Gen 2 and other things as well.
yeah, it's Pokemon, and I've got other things I'd love to play, and Pokemon I only kind of like to play.
Hey, this is kind of a hey, remember, this is a one.
Although there is stuff.
Remember, I'm only
Right.
playing 2 Pokemon games a month,
fling.
and they're from separate generations.
Gotta get back to the fucking road and get myself some health. You did that just as the music ended.
What?
He burped just as the music in this game ended.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Monuments Men. Ides of March.
Anywho,
Those are good George Clooney films. He directed both of those.
Well,
He also did Leatherheads.
Here can I join? Sonic 30655 says.
he can join in live stream.
but
I mean, yeah, you were
Give
one of
me
the
a
people that Kevin
second.
tagged, my dude. Come on.
Give me a second. I could have sworn.
Yeah, see, Sonic 30655. Yeah, you're one of the
Health,
people that
health.
Kevin tagged.
Awesome.
Yeah, he
but
could
the
join.
one George Clooney film I watched the most for many years was Batman and Robin.
Well, you were one of the people that Kevin tagged, so
You were
get him out of here, boys.
no.
Shit.
Anyways, Sonic. So I'm in
God,
Viridian
my hand.
Forest in Pokemon SoulSilver. I literally decided, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna do the gym leaders in the order of Gen 1.
Oh, so you're gonna start with like Brock and
Yeah, because Kanto is very non-linear after you get Snorlax's fat ass out of the way.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did it too
So,
when I played
I just
Gold
got-
Silver.
I just got reminded of this. J.K. Rowling got into an argument with the Amazing Atheist.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
I
wish I knew who
way.
that was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, T.J. Kirk.
No way.
Where am I on this
the
list?
dude who dipped his balls in hot oil?
Oh,
I
that
was
guy.
gonna go with the guy who put a banana up his ass because that was the thing that she found out about against her will.
He also dipped his balls in hot oil. Just
Yeah, we.
You know, I'm gonna quote J.K. Rowling when I say this again. I didn't need to know that.
Again.
yeah.
Real,
Okay,
well,
so
now you do, motherfucker.
what happened was the Amazing Atheist kept saying pregnant men, girl dicks, pregnant men, girl dicks,
Oh,
and
Oh,
Miss
God.
Rowling goes,
There's a new WWE heavyweight title. That's probably why this belt shit was coming up.
Which, by the way,
Um,
Urban Dictionary says that rizzing
are they bringing
that
people
riz
back
means
to
you're
champion?
trying to charm them.
Oh yeah. You're talking about Riz.
Trevor Dame on
Yeah.
Twitter
What is this?
sums it up as Triple H's new title belt kind of sums up a lot of his moves. And not the past thing that everyone liked, but still also half like
God,
the
I haven't
recent
seen
shitty thing
WWE
you
in
don't
a
like.
long.
They're ending the brand split. I fucking knew it.
Oh, it took him long enough to end that fucking
Why do
shit.
girls dislike my
You
bug
should
Pokemon
never have
so
a
much?
situation where you have
I'm
to have
like,
two
gee,
main
I wonder. Maybe it's because they're like Misty. They don't like bugs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Except if you're doing
yeah.
like a championship
I know
match
there's
with something
bug-
like the Royal Rumble, you know?
It's so weird.
Bugsy's a dude, right?
Yeah, Bugsy's still a dude, not a she.
Yep.
By the way,
Yeah.
to think, we now live in a world where Ash has actually ended his journey and is literally the most powerful trainer in the world.
Wait,
He is literally the
mean-
very best, like no one ever was.
I mean, to be fair, there's still that one guy with the Darkrai.
Oh, he beat the Darkrai and the Latios.
We
so
still
it's
don't know
just-
what his other 4 Pokemon were.
He just happens to have random legendaries because why the fuck not?
Yeah, I still don't know what the fuck. Like, we all can agree Ash got cheated there.
Yes, he did. And it's even worse in Pokemon in the Black and White series just because he lost to some dipshit.
Yeah, the level 5 Snivy argument.
Not that guy. Not Trip. No, I'm talking about the guy who thought the Unova League was in Acrotique City.
Oh. I don't remember his name, but I do remember he was that one dumbass.
He's more of a retard than Ash has ever been.
I mean, Ash occasionally has some smart plans.
And he
Yeah.
tried to sweep Elisa's team with Palpitoad. The Pokemon,
so
the Unova
Can I sell
Pokemon
my fucking
on in
ammo?
his roster who has taken
Probably
literally all the L's. And Ash is like, "Oh, I was hoping to win this whole matchup with you." I'm like, "You dumbass!"
Alex,
Yeah?
I just checked. It's the belt that Joseph has shown us is
Oh,
not
I guess
the
that's the
WWE Championship
SoulSilver
belt or the
and
Universal
such. I
Championship
forget, you
belt.
have to fight Blue last,
But
right?
they might
Yep,
as well
Blue
just
is-
fucking end the
Yep, the
brand
only
split
stipulation
because
of this whole thing is that Blue is to be fought last.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. He was the rival at the last game, so, makes sense.
Brand split has always been a stupid idea.
By the way, it's interesting to note that Team 4-Star actually, when they were doing in the Pokemon Nuzlocke run of this game, and they ended up modding it so that Blue's team, or Nutsack as they called the rival in Gen 1, would have his team at the end of
Please don't sing that. We'll get copyright struck.
Yeah, I did like that little detail. Honestly, I
Fucking
kind of did
hate
that
the
too when I
Nutjack.
play. It's actually surprisingly easy to do that, actually.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, something called, like, Pokemon Trainer Editor or something like that. I don't know what it was called.
I'm now in Viridian City. We're on the road to Viridian City. On the road.
Hooray.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
And now we'll be going down to the original Route 1.
Ah, memories. Who could forget that Pidgey rat attack? Who could forget that Pidgey and rat attack? Fire Red Leaf Green will still always be my favorite Pokemon game. Even if the TM system still kind of sucks there.
Yeah, but here's the... And then there's Pokemon Platinum, which is still my favorite Pokemon game.
Oh, no, yeah. I only like Fire Red because it told me. Platinum was like the...
Heart Gold, Soul
game that
Silver,
put me back.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Gen 5 owe a lot to Platinum. Based on its graphical fidelity.
Yeah, because let's be honest, Diamond and Pearl kind of sucked.
Diamond and Pearl had some of the worst graphics I've ever seen in a Pokemon game.
Dude, there was like only like 2 fire types in the entire game.
Yep, and they were either the starter or Rapidash.
I'm still fucking baffled at the fact that Pokemon still has such shitty graphics. Like,
oh, yeah.
and it's not even the fact that they're... God damn it. I'm using the arrow keys so rapidly my hand is cramping up.
Alex, here's the thing. Gen 5 is where Pokemon looked at its best.
Yeah, I still say nothing beats Black and White.
Yeah, Black and White is where everything was at its peak, I think.
Mechanically and graphics-wise, yes, but at the same time, as I've said, I still prefer Platinum.
Yeah, I still would go back to Platinum. Only because, like I said, I still think Sinnoh has probably one of my favorite cast of Pokemon.
Yes, and Platinum...
Lucario, Lucario, name a few.
Yes. Oh, and Lucario in Black 2 and White 2, you can obtain as early as the third area of the game.
Yeah, because the Riolu egg or something like that.
No, there's actual...
You can catch
there's
Riolu.
wild Riolu.
Yeah, you're right. I forget. You catch Riolu.
Oh, goodness gracious. That is...
That was a power trip.
Oh, it's especially very useful in the first gym, which is all normal types.
One of the few times the normal type gym leader is pathetically easy.
The thing about Pokemon is that there were a lot of games that had more advanced animations earlier than it did. And on the Game Boy, it was kind of alright, like the original Game Boy Color, or it was alright, but on the Game Boy Advance, since there were other games that had better animation on the fucking Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And Alex, here's the thing. In Pokemon Emerald is when they incorporated the Pokemon entrance animation, and it's because
it's not even just that. It's like there's no idle animations. There's hardly any attack animations. They just kind of there's no hurt animations really. They just kind of go. Eh.
Yeah, I know. Thanks to the Legacy Collection, it made me realize that compared like Pokemon to, like Battle Network, like it's like the animation quality is like night and day.
I feel like it's one of those things that they didn't feel the need to change due to it being like, that was just kind of what it was.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Sorry about that, man.
Hi, Gizmo.
Time you showed up, Master Roshi.
By the way, Gizmo. Oh,
what I miss?
Not much.
We talked about how the irony of Blair White being put on a list of public transphobes.
What?
By the way, did you make that list, Gizmo?
No, I would have said something, and even then, I would tell very, 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 very few people.
We're all small potatoes. I don't think any of us are ever.
Even
I'm always baffled at how easily we managed to go onto the radar.
But here's the thing about that, though. Me being a transphobe, it's obvious. If anybody thought that I was a transphobe, I can see why. Because I'm very opinionated when it comes to like the trans movement and anything trans related. But here's the thing: it's not that I don't hate trans. It's not that I don't hate trans people in any way. It's just that I hate the kind of trans people as well as the people that are for trans people that take it too far.
Yeah,
Whether
those.
it
Yeah,
be-
the SJWs.
I mean, the kind
Yeah,
of people that
whether
just
it
shove
be-
it in your face or like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
essentially.
Whether it be the people who think it's like one of the greatest people on earth, or trying to push it on to kids,
Okay, that
or
was
saying that you're
entirely my
transphobic,
fault.
or whether it be that you're transphobic if you don't date trans people. Those are the kind of people I hate.
Yes.
And while I do
Or
make
the
dark
people want
jokes
to
about
cancel Aerosmith for dude looks like a lady,
dude looks like a lady.
even though that was written about
Again,
Vince Neil from Motley Crue. And it's funny to think that Vince Neil was ever considered attractive, considering how he looks now.
And like I said, and Alex, it's so yeah, we were also and Gizmo, we were also kind of discussing how like Pokemon on outside of like the stadium games or Coliseum or XD Battle Revolution and some of the other 3D games didn't really have like the battle like
Good animation.
well, something like that. Yes, I say
There's
something
another
like
Col-
that.
there's another Coliseum game in the works.
No, I'm talking about like in terms of
GameCube games.
we're talking about
Oh yeah, Quantum TV got arrested, by
talking-
the way.
it's talking more of the
You're gonna get
the
more than
mainline 2D games that are on like portable consoles and whatnot. That they didn't have like
the lack of animation.
yeah, it's like the lack of animations during battles aside from like when a Pokemon unexits the Pokeball and whatnot.
I kind of get why I really do get why people are very, very opinionated when it comes to Pokemon animations. Considering, look, if it was when it was portable, there was an excuse why they weren't animated as much or at all, because portables are very, very limited compared to consoles.
Yep.
You know, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Gear.
You'd have to really have like a
So that excuse kind of went out the window on the Game Boy Advance, because the Game Boy Advance was as powerful as the Super Nintendo. Oh, and
Yeah.
they still kept. They did a bunch of weird shit with it, and like they didn't use its full capacity.
You could say they were trying to play it safe, but by the time Nintendo DS came around, I think by that time, that excuse should be thrown out the window. Because we got games like Animal Crossing, we got games like The Legend of Zelda: Phantom Hourglass, we had like a Guilty Gear game on it at one point, and a Blaze Blue
That game was great.
Yeah,
I never played the Blaze Blue game, but the Guilty Gear game was great.
If by the point they're moving fighting games on the DS, you have zero reason to start adding animations to anything Pokemon now.
There were a bunch of fighting games on DS. There was the Jump All-Stars, Jump Ultimate Stars.
There was the Bleach games.
Oh yeah. Those were good fighting games.
Oh, they were, man. I think I have the last one ever released for the DS for Bleach.
The funny thing is that it's like Bleach has a bunch of DS games, and the only two console games they ever had were a mediocre fighting game for the Wii that has an original that has a filler story.
Doesn't that include the movie stuff?
I don't know if it has.
Oh wait, that's the PSP. I'm getting confused with the PSP series. Sorry.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm surprised they haven't done the Tenkaichi route and just just do the Tenkaichi
They
route.
kind of did that on the PSP, but I mean,
No, but like on console, imagine how cool it would be if they did Bleach like they did Dragon Ball Z when it came to.
I would
the
prefer
Tenkaichi
a
game.
Bleach game kind of similar to the Ultimate Ninja Storm games.
I mean, yeah, that kind of makes more sense.
I think we've had enough 3D fighters for one day, because every time they make a 3D fighter, it's just a poor man's Power Stone.
Have you played any of the Ninja Storm games?
Have you played any of the 3D fighters in general? I mean,
Yes.
look, it
I
doesn't
played
matter.
Soul Calibur.
No, not
I
3D
played-
fighters. I'm talking like 3D arena fighters. I'm talking like
I played
The
those
only
before.
3D arena,
3D
anime
arena,
arena.
not 3D fighters. 3D arena.
Yeah, I've played those.
I mean, yeah, I played that. I played Dragon Ball. I played that One Piece game, which
No,
was
like,
crap.
okay, so I'm talking like,
Ugh.
yeah, One Piece Grand Battle. I'm talking stuff
Ugh.
like the J All Stars on
Don't
PS3.
talk about
Those-
that game. Make
those.
that means you have to acknowledge 4Kids exist.
No, it's a good game. I don't care. I don't care about what 4Kids did to the dub. I mean, they could go fuck themselves for all I care. But what I'm saying is, every time they do anything anime related in terms of anime 3D arena fighters, they seem to forget that it's open world-ish, and not just look back at the Dreamcast and see what Sega did to, you know, Power Stone 2. Has
Gizmo.
everybody already forgotten about that game? Look, people
Gizmo,
are-
but like I said, have you actually played any of the Ninja Storm games?
I have, and honestly, you could do with a couple of players, a couple more
Wait,
players.
which normal Ninja Storm game did you play? All of them? Like one?
No, I
Which
mean,
one?
oh, I thought you said play. I thought you said watch. I mean, I thought you meant do I know about them? No, I know about them. I know. La 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 Huggies, lizard guy, la 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 Huggies. No,
Okay.
but I'm honest. But seriously though, if I really have a bias against 3D arena fighters because every time I think of arena fighters, I think Power Stone 2. Power Stone 1 was like the beginning of all that. Power Stone 2 was the evolution. But ever since then, whenever someone makes an arena fighter, they seem to have taken a step back to Power Stone 1 again for some reason. It's like, oh,
Like
this
how a
is
lot of
Power
games
Stone.
take influence from like Mega Man 2, but not from like Mega Man 6.
Look up
yeah,
some
like,
gameplay
not, like,
for.
they seem to ignore Mega Man 4 through 9, but wait, no wait, look, it's like oh,
Three.
I love Mega Man X. Okay, which one? You love Mega Man X? Okay, cool. X 1, 2, and 3. Oh, so not 4, not 5, understandably not 6. Okay, maybe not 7, but not 4.
What about
It's
8?
sort of like that. It's like you seem to ignore. They seem to ignore a bunch, like a huge chunk of what was important with arena fighters. Sort of like how when people talk about Street Fighter, they seem to forget about Alpha, or EX, or
People
EX.
talk more about Street Fighter Alpha than they talk about Street Fighter 1.
People are talking more
mean,
about
yeah,
Street
nobody
Fighter,
talks
the
about
Street Fighter
Street Fighter
2,
1.
3, and 4 series than they are talking about Alpha. And that's
The fact that we
Street
have
Fighter
to refer to
2
it
gets
as the
released
Street
so many
Fighter 2,
goddamn
3, and 4
times.
series tells you that there's something wrong with how Street Fighter's made.
But that's what I'm talking
especially
about.
the fact that
people-
we still have more Street Fighter 2s. I mean, remember Ultra Street Fighter
Let's
2 on
see
the
if I can find
Switch?
some gameplay.
That was good,
Yeah.
and people still loved it. But here's the thing about what I'm talking. Here's what I'm talking about. Capcom was in a little rut similar to this, and too, because if they're gonna want to make good 3D arena fighters, just look at what Power Stone 2 did, and only Power Stone 2. Don't look at Smash. Okay, don't look at all the Smash clones. Please don't look at any other fighters. Just Power Stone 2. For the love of fuck.
Excuse me?
Just Power Stone 2. Don't look at 1. Ignore that. Don't look at the PSP reimagining. Ignore that too. Just look at 2.
Okay,
Okay.
Gizmo.
Maybe take some elements from 1, like maybe
Gizmo,
like the
can I
story mode
explain-
endings.
Can I explain what the gameplay is like with the Storm series?
Because it's nothing like Power Stone, if you're
No,
wondering.
no. If anything, it plays more like a 2D fighter that takes place on a 3D plane.
So it plays like Street Fighter 4 then.
No. As in,
It's
you
not
have
really
full
5D.
3-dimensional movement. However, it's more like it's more like if a 2D fighter just went full on 3D. Without it,
Yeah, I guess
being
that's
Mortal
the best way.
Kombat.
Okay, so
And
do
3D.
you get to find items everywhere in the arena and the stages?
No.
No, you
No.
don't
Oh,
find
weapons
items.
everywhere in the stages.
No, you
Nope.
don't find items. You can,
Okay,
however,
You don't.
in the first game, you can, however,
Equip
throw
items,
someone.
like, before you.
Yeah, you could
But you
throw
can't put-
items out and whatnot. You could
But
also send someone flying into a wall, and then you could combo them on said wall, which will send them hurtling back to the ground.
Yeah. And it had those little. Of course, then again, there are.
I'll have to be a bit more specific.
The sequels,
I-
the sequel
I-
storm games I did
I
kind
feel
of.
like I gotta be a bit more specific here. Okay.
Honestly, it's better you
Ultimately,
play
just
the Storm games. The
the
Storm, I don't
Naruto
know.
games are always successful. Always have been successful. Even the most mediocre ones, they've always managed to sell a lot.
It's not
Yeah,
like
That's
Plat-
Naruto. That's Naruto.
You're thinking of, if you're thinking 3D arena fighting games for Naruto, that's the Clash of Ninja series developed by Aiding.
The dodge mechanics are really weird, man. But that's something else. I'm talking like My Hero Academia games and stuff like that. I'm talking
It's
Jump
not-
All Stars.
No, it's not like those.
It's not like that. It's inspired by those, but it's nothing.
I still stand by what I said. If they really want people to be excited about the arena fighter for anime, just look at what Power Stone 2 did. Otherwise,
We're not talking about arena fighters.
No.
I thought we were talking about Pokemon.
It's not a arena fight. It's not really an arena fighter. Or it's a big sprawling environment. I mean, though obviously there are limitations to where you can go. Oh, however, it's still very much a
An arena fighter, but not the arena fighter you think.
Yes. That's
It's
essentially.
technically an arena fighter, but just not like, the one you're thinking of, like Power Stone.
It's not a small arena. It's a really big arena. It's got, like I said, it's got like walls you could send your opponents into. Oh, and since this is a Naruto fighting game, and you can actually walk on those walls, and whatnot.
It'd be kind of cool if you did.
Did not mean to tank that hit. Did not mean to tank that hit.
It would be nice to have weapons and items laying around, though.
You can throw. You have weapons and items equipped onto your person, and whenever you on the directional button, and so it's like you could, let's say, use an item that's for stat enhancement. Use an item for to inconvenience your opponent and whatnot, lay out traps and all that jazz as stat
Effect is
debuffs.
playing faster than the ammo actually depletes.
They're gonna Gizmo.
Yeah.
I think WWE is going to retire the Universal Championship.
Okay, tell me some bad news.
Honestly, I've not watched
Just
WWE
look at what
in years.
Joseph posted in broadcast chat.
Let's see.
This is the World Heavyweight Championship.
The red fuckers blend into the blood and gore.
And the thing with a CC2,
Okay, that doesn't look so bad.
and the thing with a CyberConnect 2 game is that CyberConnect 2 really likes to adapt the art style of whatever's the animated version into its fighting games, and they're able to make it work in 3D. Like the characters in a CC2 game are so expressive and so full of life and whatnot.
Honestly, sometimes a better substitute for the anime.
Yes, for the Naruto fighting games, it is definitely a definitive substitute.
Oh, what the fuck?
For the anime. The Storm games, anyway. If you don't want to deal with the mindless filler that plagues the Naruto anime, just go play the Storm games from 1 to 4.
Oh god.
They cut out all the bullshit and get straight to the action.
Speaking of
I like this idea. Movie idea. A bully from the 80s, 90s time travels to the present to a school of diversity
Anyway,
and
I would
inclusion.
and I would also really like
Where?
like CC2 to make
Evolution,
Nah,
a
those ain't
similar-
bullies, though. Those are straight
to
up
make a
criminals.
similar game with Bleach.
John,
It could be like
isn't
either
John a cop?
it could
Stallone's
be
character?
either a game
Yeah,
styled
but,
like
Simon Phoenix is a straight up villain.
Yeah, but
honestly, I still think I'm surprised they still haven't done the Bleach.
yeah,
game.
I don't care if it's stylized after DBZ Kakarot or the Storm games. I just, I would want CC2 to do Bleach some form of justice. However, the thing is that we'd have to wait until Thousand Year Blood War is over, or in terms of the anime.
What's
Hey,
with
just-
these? What's with the Christianized anime waifus I see here?
Oh my
What?
Oh, somebody just wants Jesus to enter their waifu's heart, and you know, create a new
They have,
son of God.
but they have already. It's called Bible Black.
AI art?
Yes, that is the best Christian anime. It is a wholesome show,
god. Anyway,
Very
so
Watch it with
There
the
are-
whole
Well,
family.
honestly, I'm
and that it is
my
full of
closest
some hope.
non-porn related anime AI art I've seen.
Can we get back to the
to the fighting game discussion.
Can we get back to Tickle TV being arrested, because that was news to me yesterday night? Like, what the fuck?
Clone TV got
I
arrested.
have no idea who that was. Guy.
Apparently, from what I heard, from what I was able, so when I was able to look up, Tickle TV, also known as Boxing TV, he got arrested for tampering with the witness, and he's in an orange jumpsuit.
Dancing with the Stars judge.
Oh man, I'm sure
I
he's
don't
gonna
give
get,
a shit. Dancing with the Stars is terrible.
Quantum TV is gonna be
Hey,
tickled in
we'll
more
throw a
than
show at
just
Outlast.
his stomach. He's gonna be tickled in that butthole very soon.
So,
I am
So
thoroughly
Gizmo,
tickled.
in case you're wondering, about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Gizmo, it's essentially
No, I already know about
Like
that.
in their DLC, apparently.
who am I echoing off of?
That's just Legend of Zelda with Goku. That looks pretty cool. I like that
No,
game.
it's an action
Yeah, that was-
RPG.
Yeah, an action RPG.
That's not
Legend
Zelda.
of Zelda.
Zelda's not an action RPG.
Okay. Well, Zelda is
It's
an action RPG.
without the RPG.
Yeah, I think I mean,
But the
yeah,
thing
I
is,
Skyrim, then I don't fucking know.
It's an action.
fuck yeah!
Zelda's genre is an
More
action adventure game. What the hell?
Yeah,
Dragon
that
Ball's
was Zelda you're talking
Dragon Ball's series is weeb. I don't fucking know. It looks good.
I heard
I
it's
wanna
getting
get it.
another DLC apparently. This
Well,
one
it
it's,
is.
for-
well, it's
Actually,
getting
they're
another
working on
set, getting another set of DLCs after the after
apparently
how
it's
successful.
Apparently it's focused on the tournament arc with like Piccolo's
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's getting
before Dragon Ball
yeah, it's
Z
got an
or,
OG,
like, after,
yeah, OG Dragon
like
Ball.
the end of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, OG Dragon
I-
Ball's final arc.
I really want them to get into the Otherworld tournament arc.
That's
I mean,
filler.
it's filler, but I would like to see
And
that.
how awesome would that be?
Hey, man, I mean, I want to see
they
PyCon come
won't.
back.
They
Like
won't.
I don't care what-
PyCon.
PyCon was great.
Gizmo, they're not going to
PyCon
get
was
into
great.
filler just because they're only focusing on what's
PyCon, man.
part of the manga.
Super Saiyan
They
Kaioshin.
brought back Launch. She's the definition of filler. I think they could try and do something with the Otherworld
Launch is
tournament.
part of the manga,
And
Yeah, she is technically canon, but
but the thing
Yeah,
is,
come on,
Toriyama
Dragon-
genuinely
Dragon
forgot
Ball
about her.
yes, exactly. So if they can bring her back, I'm pretty sure they can bring period the Otherworld tournament.
If
or heck,
Toriyama
I mean,
wasn't
I
the
would
one
like
who
to,
designed
hell,
the
I would even
characters,
like them
no.
to try to do the baby arc, even.
What? Is it?
Like,
What,
not
going to
Fuck, the baby
GT?
arc.
Like,
I mean-
forget all GT, just do the baby arc.
That's Dragon Ball Z.
They'd have to go
Among
into.
Us.
They'd have to go into the rest of GT if they,
Uh.
because people would.
No,
act,
well, they
Budokai
could-
skipped it. I mean, Budokai, see, they basically skipped it and went straight to baby.
Tenkaichi
everybody-
did some of it. Tenkaichi did some of it, but they concentrated more on the Omega Shenron arc.
Yeah, they concentrated on what was, the recent thing.
They only focused on like the
in the
main
U-
three everyone knows.
Yeah,
Super
it was the
17,
baby arc and
Super
the
17 and
Omega Shenron arc. That's about it, though.
They didn't even
Yeah.
focus on the baby arc in Budokai 3. They just
Tenkaichi
I mean-
3 they did.
Right.
Tenkaichi 3 did Baby Android, Super
Baby and
Android,
Omega Shenron.
Super
That's about
Android
it.
17.
I mean, we
and
also got
the,
Shin
Oh, yeah,
Shenron and
They
Nova
did do
Shenron
Super Android
3.
17. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you forgot
Yeah,
that was
everyone
a
forgets
thing.
Super 17.
Because
Everyone forgets Super 17.
he's not even that remarkable a villain. He's just there.
It
I mean,
could have
honestly, it
worked
was-
if it wasn't so concentrated on merging two characters that literally already exist.
Honestly, I forgot 17 was even a thing because of that arc. Because it made me remember, oh yeah, 17's still alive.
17 is canonically still alive.
Honestly, it was
park ranger.
Super and GT that made me remember, oh yeah, 17 was still around.
He's a park ranger.
And 17 was
Where
one of
the
the
fuck was he doing the
17
booth seat?
he actually made a couple people give Goku their energy with the spirit bomb.
Oh yeah, right.
Like he putting the gun at them, they're like, ah! Ah! And raise their hands up, and he's like, ah, man, you beat me to it.
You know what, Super? I mean, say what you want about Super, but Super made me love 17.
You think androids are lovable guys?
Yeah, because like 17 went to like a nothing character that I literally forgot existed to like one of like my top 10s.
And then there's also so at 17. So yeah, they did Super 17 in one. They covered Super 17's entire bit in one battle.
They only like did the Super 17 fight, yeah, because like I do remember the fight because like you only did one baby fight, one 17 fight, and like
and then you get three, and then you get 3 fights in the Evil Dragon.
One against Nova Shenron, one with like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and
Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Omega Shenron, and then it was
GT
then
Goku
it was
and the Universal Spirit Bomb.
Yes, the Spirit Bomb that looks so disappointing in Tenkaichi 3.
Which
I'll be right back.
Like G2 Spirit Bomb?
GT Spirit Bomb, not like
I
the
think that's
Super
pretty
Spirit Bomb.
badass.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I guess I kind of expected a bit more because when you compare it to like the Super Spirit Bomb, you know.
No, the GT Goku Spirit Bomb and
it's funny because I still think GT Goku has like the best supers in the Ultimates in the game.
Yeah, but if you were talking about Spirit Bombs, it's either early Goku or GT Goku for me. That's got the best Spirit Bombs. No, Goku is okay, but Goku is okay, but that's not because of the Spirit Bombs. Because he actually does that thing where in the Boost Saga where he turns Super Saiyan.
It counts. It counts. It's part of technically. It's
not the Spirit Bomb that's impactful though. It's what he does during the Spirit Bomb that's impactful.
Yeah. Okay, debatable.
And also the reason why I say early. And the reason why I say early Goku is badass because he literally was only able to make a Spirit Bomb. Yeah, he was able to make a Spirit Bomb the size of a baseball, and he was able to hit Vegeta hit the Vegeta with it, and that Spirit Bomb might as well be a
Gizmo. He didn't hit Vegeta.
You can do that
he didn't actually hit Vegeta.
Giant characters.
Yeah, okay, semantics. He gave it to Krillin, and Krillin threw it at Vegeta. I know,
but
I
think in Raging Blast you actually can do that whole. Fun fact, you could actually repeat that in Raging Blast, would have Gohan apparently reflect the Spirit Bomb.
Yep, and if it's just Krillin on your team, Krillin actually hits him.
That's a nice touch. Raging Blast, while it's not as good as Tenkaichi 3, it did have some good parts.
Yes.
Though I still don't get why the hell they had to give Broly Super Saiyan 3, though.
Why not? I mean, this was before Broly was reworked and everything. I mean, we were kind of sick of just Goku.
I mean, I think it was still. I mean, I think it was still Broly was still reworked and everything. I mean, he was in Dragon Ball Sagas.
Ugh.
Broly was literally the most powerful character in that game, in the pendulum thing.
Oh yeah, I think
he
still
managed to lose to Nappa.
Speaking of Dragon Ball games, how hyped should we be for Tenkaichi 4? Honestly,
never be hyped for a new Dragon Ball game. Wait for it to come out.
But worried.
Well, here's the thing.
A lot of Dragon Ball games are disappointing as shit.
Well, here's why I asked. This is technical. Here's why I asked because we have been. You do bring up a good point. We have been disappointed with a lot of Dragon Ball games from the handhelds to the consoles. You know, from the handhelds to the consoles, there have been a lot of Dragon Ball games that just were shit to begin with. Whether it be like the first Legacy of Goku, whether it be
Legacy of Goku, where Goku could die to a squirrel.
Whether it be on Connect,
is better than Sagas.
Honestly,
there have been Dragon Ball games that fail to meet expectations. But here's the thing: Tenkaichi 3 was one of the best Dragon Ball fighting games out there because of not only
Budokai 3.
Tenkaichi 3 also came out like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think here's what makes me worried though. This game had a lot of content, and well, sure they removed some, like how they removed Korin's Tower from Tenkaichi 2, and they removed like the level up system. But here's my thing: Tenkaichi 3 had some of the better content, like Chi-Chi commenting on each. Chi-Chi commenting on literally every single character in the roster, as well as you literally playing almost every single Dragon Ball character that has ever appeared in the series, including GT and the original Dragon Ball. You were able to play as
was there.
You were able to play as even the jobbers and the jobbers of jobbers. This was fan service galore. This hit the Guinness Book of World Records of fighting game with the most playable characters, including their forms. Now, with Tenkaichi 4 now being announced, we know we're going to get an upgrade in quality graphics. We know we're probably going to get DLC in the line. There might be some updates. But here's what worries me. Remember Street Fighter 5? How many of you remember Street Fighter 5?
I do.
It had a shit release. It had the shittiest release of all. No arcade mode.
No arcade mode, no story mode, no ending cutscenes, not even rivalry banter. We had to wait until a few updates.
Oh, hell yeah!
We had to wait not only for a few updates, but we also had to wait until some DLC to get full content.
Yeah, it took
Alex, you sounded like Donkey there. I like that turret section. That is a nice turret section.
Remember, Tenkaichi 3, despite maybe some models being reused, had a record of over 100 characters.
Yep.
Tenkaichi 4, in modern day gaming, I have a lot to worry about. There could be a lot of bugs. It might go early access. Half of that roster might be DLC only. Some of that might have to wait for an update.
Will be, to be honest.
Yeah,
and they're going to be like,
there's modern, because gaming development today and development back then is vastly different nowadays.
I'm also worried about how the guys behind Tenkaichi 4 are going to react to people asking, where's this guy, where's that guy, where's this transformation, and just give us the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 excuse. You don't like the character, you like the function.
That's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
That's the infinite excuse.
Same thing. They fucked over fans on both accounts.
Yeah, but at least Marvel vs. Capcom 3 had soul.
And Dante's soul was screaming at him to stop Jeddah.
Yeah, point is.
But I can't understand what you're saying.
The point is because of how the modern day gaming industry is. Tenkaichi 4 being announced worries me to no end. I mean, look, Street Fighter 4 and 5 are completely opposite sides of the spectrum because Street Fighter 5, that could have had a lot of characters, a lot of content, but all we got were a bunch of DLC that was overpriced and less than enough characters, as well as no ending or story mode.
The roster was kind of pretty weak.
Yeah, I could have done without the story mode for Street Fighter. That's not what it's known for. What it's known for are the endings in arcade mode for each character. That's what gets me a little hyped for Street Fighter. Well, one of the things anyway. When it comes to, say, Tenkaichi.
Oh wow,
game,
there's more footage from the Peter Pan and Wendy movie. Yeah. And nobody cares. People still don't know or care about this film.
I'm not
never
gonna
cared about Peter Pan when Peter Pan the first time.
Just like the Little Mermaid movie, I'm not gonna watch it. They both look like cats.
I saw a trailer for that before Mario.
If you don't watch it, you're a racist.
I'm a racist. I'm a homophobe.
Mario has some really
allowed to be racist.
Mario has some really great color in it, and there is no color in the Little Mermaid.
And that's kind of sad considering this is the ocean we're talking about. There's a lot of sea creatures that got a lot of color. There's like areas in the ocean that got a lot of color too.
You know what they need to do? They need to hide the bad CG.
They hire dyslexic casting directors too.
Or they could, just stop. Not stop making movies. Just stop.
Stop with
Just
these
stop
live-action
remakes.
remakes and actually try to,
Make them actually matter.
focus on, making your original projects actually matter instead of
or maybe
instead of
take a
just
break
leaving them
from-
out in the water, like they
Here's
did with the
another
last
idea.
few movies.
Here's another idea: take a break from live action remaking your movies, and maybe start making games again.
That's
we
kind of
have, like,
what
what, how many
SNK ended. That's kind of what SNK ended up doing after they realized that they could be screwed over by the government with pachinko. SNK
then
saw a
again,
sinking
they had
ship.
the weird history of,
SNK
like,
saw a
diamonds
sinking
coming
ship, and
back.
they're like, "So, how about we go back to making games now?" Konami's like, we're
SNK kind of had
in.
that weird curse where after every King of Fighters saga,
We
something
are
shitty
the
happened
sinking
to them.
ship. The time to right this boat was a long time ago. It has passed. We cannot fix this. We can only drive it further and further into the ground.
What do you mean by that?
I'm talking about Konami.
Ah, okay.
The only thing that
Konami's
they
too
have that's
far
worth
gone at
talking
this
about
point.
is the new Silent Hill 2 remake.
No, that's not worth talking about.
Once it comes out, it will be, but here's what's also funny about that. It's only going to be that game that's going to be worth talking about when it comes out, and Konami's just going to sit on their hands and be like, what other games? No, we don't got other games. Contra? What's that? No, we don't know
Guys,
nothing about
just-
no Contra.
You know what you could
Gear?
fucking do? You could
Ooh,
put the original
ooh.
Silent Hill 2 on GOG.com the way you did Silent Hill 4. Why did you put Silent Hill 4 on GOG.com instead of, like, I don't know, maybe Silent Hill 1? Silent Hill 3?
Why start at 2 and not just the first one? Why not
Well,
remake
Silent
the
Hill
first
2? Silent Hill
2's
1
more
already got a
popular.
remake.
one?
Yeah.
Which one was that one?
Shattered Memories.
That might have been why,
That
Alex.
was more of a reimagining than a remake, though.
Alex,
Yeah, I
here's
know,
the
but,
thing. That might
you
have
know.
been why they didn't want to go back and remake a Silent Hill 1, because they already did that. That's kind
Shattered
of
Memories
why.
is the one where the world turns
at-
into ice, right? It's the one where Silent Hill's snowing, not ashy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a reimagining. That's not really a remake.
But the
Oh,
thing is
God.
that Gizmo,
Yeah,
they can unfortunately say that they did and go back and redo that game in
That's
some
what I hate about the game.
They can't even make an argument about availability, though, because that game was only ever on PS2 and Wii.
And Wii. That's the one I played it on. That was actually more
And
enjoyable.
it was also on PSP, I believe.
It was actually, well, sorta.
Was it like a heavily cut down version?
I believe so. I think I remember seeing like a PSP cover of it, and then the back it looked more old school than it was the regular console versions.
I don't know. You guys remember Silent Hill Origins?
Vaguely.
Yeah, that started life on the PSP. Got ported to the PS2.
The PSP. So many games died there.
Why don't they just
It was the
start,
RPG machine.
Why don't they just
And the
start
occasional
releasing the
remake.
Why don't they just port the? Here's what they should do, or start porting games that are arcade only, that were only like straight up just arcade, like because here they could do another like arcade collection because from what I remember they
Like
tried to
arcade
do a
game, like the Left 4 Dead 2 arcade game, or Left 4 Dead 3, I think it was.
Well, Konami had made a bunch of. I say this because Konami made a bunch of arcade games, and one of them that actually sticks out in my mind. Not well, it is Contra. The other one is the Silent Hill light gun game.
Yeah, Silent Hill, the arcade game.
Yeah, imagine.
That'll be an alright. That'll be
Imagine.
an alright port.
Yeah, that would be considering like the PS5 has PS5 has VR, and has also
The fact
got
that they
motion
didn't
controls.
port it for the fucking PS3, it's kind of an issue.
Yeah, that was kind of what confused me. Why would you not port it to the PS3 when it has light gun support? Like it's got Time Crisis 3. Last time I checked,
Time Crisis 4 actually. Time Crisis 3 was still a PS2 game.
Okay, so it had Time Crisis 4. It had all these other motion control games. I think it also had Zapper. I'm gonna call it a Zapper. I don't give a fuck what that gun modification is called. They had Zapper support for Killzone.
And they had support for Killzone. Because we want to be like the Wii.
Oh, so by the
Only
way,
thing that was a little more, it was a bit better than the Wiimotes, but it was more quantity than quality. Because like, oh, you had this little ball that made the camera that you're supposed to attach to this bracket. Balls. No, but old style. No, but really, how it worked was that you could actually get two of the same controllers and use them like a Wiimote and nunchuck, unlike the Wii, where
but you could. There was also a navigation controller.
Right, and it was like what, longer battery life than the Wii, as far as I was able to remember.
Yep.
So, and technically, it was better than the Wiimote, but the thing was, they were more concentrated on the advanced technicalities than they were the quality of the games. Which, you know, they could have taken advantage of it and, you know, said, "Oh, we're porting over some light gun games." Like, imagine how much money they would have gotten if Sony were to say, "You know what? We have this. Why don't we port in some light gun games?"
We have this, why don't we use it? That's a very good question you could ask of so many things Sony's done over the years.
Yep.
I mean, the Nintendo.
You could ask the same thing of many companies,
And
actually,
Nintendo.
Alex.
And
Nintendo,
Sega.
And Warner
And
Brothers.
Microsoft.
Nintendo's done it with like the entire NES light gun catalog almost. I say almost because they had this paintball game that you were supposed to use the controller and the zapper with. So technically, I guess you could say they didn't port all their zapper games, but they at least ported enough of them.
That was entirely my fault. I know that there's a plasma rifle in there. Oh, my fucking hand is hurting.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to streaming sometime soon now, for real this time.
What's the big deal? It doesn't hurt anybody. Fuck.
South Park.
How would you like to see the school counselor?
How would you like to suck my balls?
Mr. Garrison?
My Cartman voice is terrible.
What did you say?
It's pretty alright for early Eric Cartman.
Oh, hold on a second. How would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garrison?
It kind of reminds me of
Eric
Rossi.
Cartman is on fake you.
Holy shit, dude.
Wait, is
not a bad Eric Cartman.
Fake you? Yes, he is.
Eric Cartman. Man, you know, after watching that
how
whole
his voice model
special,
is, though.
honestly, after watching that,
Why don't you suck my balls?
Oh yeah,
Len Star rushes his voice model.
What the?
I managed
Magneton.
I've managed to watch the Justice League Ruby movie early.
Oh, nice. Don't tell me what happens. I want to be able to complain live.
Okay, I'll tell you what I think of it with one word though. Questionable.
Shit. Questionable?
An actual
I was gonna say
DC.
bullshit,
I've heard an
but,
actual
you know.
DC writer worked on it.
Yeah, there was an actual DC writer that wrote everything from the dialogue to the action. You know, the only. Thank you.
So all
The
those
only
out
good
of
thing I can-
characters, so all those out of character moments from our heroes, those weren't Rooster Teeth writers. Those were DC writers.
Those are DC writers, and this is
Well,
a bad DC writer from what I can
How
tell.
many times have I gotten into arguments with people from DC Comics about how their writers, how their characters are supposed to go?
Quite a few.
Gizmo,
Yeah.
have you seen my Dark Danny deepfake yet?
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
I actually got banned from a Discord for posting that the other day.
Oh god, I missed the add button when it was playing Battle Network.
Okay.
God, I'm never going back to Battle Network for one.
I DM'd Joseph that, and he thought it was funny too.
Okay, I got one last pyro, and then I'll be set for Mount Moon. Which, by the way, Alex, Mount Moon in Gen 2 and in Gen 4, compared to Gen 1, is tiny.
Huh.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of happy for that because I got lost a lot as a kid right now.
Also, am I the only one that's really not digging the designs of these costumes in Justice League Ruby?
No,
everybody fucking hates those, so...
Yeah, we
you
kind of voiced our distaste over them.
Flash costume looks
Trust me,
overkill.
we've been over this.
Yep.
Gizmo's probably gonna want me to do a deep fake of Maddie Fenton next.
Oh, hell no.
Excuse me.
Like, the Flash costume is overkill, the Green Lantern looks too busy.
Honestly, I'm still kind of...
Cyborg looks so fucking out of place.
He has
Cyborg looks so strange.
So one animated movie has Cyborg have a massive afro, while this movie has him with dreads.
A massive half-row.
I never understood. Like, look, in the past, it made kind of sense. Like, he was still trying to hang on to his humanity, I think, and he looked more like a guy in a costume than he does now. But with him looking more mechanical as time goes on, it makes sense why he would shave everything off. Now they're giving him back his hair. I don't get it.
I don't mind it.
The only costume that looks from the only costume out of the bunch that looks anywhere like the original.
Under the concept of money and secrets.
It looks like the only costume out of the bunch in Justice League Ruby that looks in any way like the original is Wonder Woman's.
But even that looks kind of lame.
Yeah, it looks kind of off.
Wonder Woman.
Also, the designs are a mixture of the Volume 1 through 3 designs with Volume 7 and 8.
So we're going back to that era.
Well, they.
Hi, Bonham.
Hey, so
Plink,
they have a reason for that.
You're here in Kanto 2. Some of the trainers here are tough, which makes it easy to train my Pokemon.
Well, I'm not going to tell you, but I can
know
tell
that you are strong, but I can't help but challenge you.
I don't want to know.
Okay, we have our last actual encounter with Bonham, our rival.
Also,
anytime we end up seeing him later is purely optional. This is the only mandatory
another thing
one.
I will tell you, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but it's a DC villain that's behind everything.
Sexy
and
Lexi.
you will not guess. And the moment you find out, you can.
Is it the fucking Calendar King?
No, by the time they reveal
what?
who
Just
it is,
PM me. Just PM
yeah,
me.
no. But I'm gonna let you guys figure it out for yourselves or watch for yourselves, because by the time it's revealed, you would not have guessed for a second that it was this villain for the wrong reasons.
Catwoman.
The Joker.
No, it's no.
Do you want to be spoiled or not, Alex?
Polka Dot Man.
No, it's no one.
Riddler.
I'm just gonna shut up about the villain, and I'm gonna tell you, it's nobody you would be expecting for all the wrong reasons.
Oh what? Screw it. I'm going to TV tropes.
The Joker.
No, it ain't the Joker. It ain't the top villains, and it certainly ain't the mid villains.
Vino Excelente.
No.
It's Red X. No, it ain't gonna be no Red X. I ain't gonna tell you. You'll be asking yourself why. The moment they reveal,
is it a giant 30-foot tall octopus?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Were you thinking of Starro? Hell no, Starro's not gonna be involved in that.
Starro is a starfish. No, because if it was a giant octopus, well, that's the main villain of my story.
and I have to say something. Hey, Rooster Teeth, we get it that Warner Brothers owns your ass and DC's ass. You don't have to rely on DC for your crossovers.
Fuck Rooster Teeth. All my
How about
hate Rooster Teeth.
how about you make a good game?
And how many of their
But that would require us to put in effort.
how much of their content is stuff that's under the Warner Brothers banner?
Rooster Teeth? Does
Like-
Genlock count?
No, I don't want to talk about Shenlock.
0
Kinda.
then. Oh, 1 then.
Because Rooster Teeth is owned by Warner Brothers, right?
Are they?
Really?
I remember I remember there was something going on with that.
I didn't know that if that was the case.
Apparently,
Either
what
way.
I hear, it is apparently part 1. So there's gonna be a second one.
A
don't
second
know.
what?
I don't know why there would
Ruby
be a part
Justice
2.
League.
Oh yeah, it has a part 1 on the cover for a reason.
Oh, so
My-
it ends with a cliffhanger.
It does.
Yep, I figured as much when I saw the part 1 on there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he says it's like on the title. Yeah, part 1. Which means I'm going to assume, like every crossover, Ruby's going to be in the DC world, apparently, or something like that.
Here's another thing that makes me kind of weirded out about the Ruby Justice League crossover. Why can't they just merge villains like they did back in the day? Like I say, like
be too
there was
smart.
a Spider-Man Batman comic I remember reading. What happened was the
comic
Carnage
book.
symbiote. Joker took the Carnage symbiote and fused with it, so
That
Joker
sounds
became the new
amazing.
Carnage. It does. So imagine here if one of the imagine if what was it? Not Neptune, Mercury got a hold of Brainiac tech,
Huh.
or
That would
Emerald,
make him more...
or maybe Emerald now has like the powers of Parasite.
Or
I
if
don't know, maybe
somebody
give-
got their hands
Or
on a
maybe give
yellow
Salem
lantern,
the
right?
yellow... Yeah,
Or
that.
Lex Luthor is now the
Or
one
Red
that,
Lantern.
or Lex Luthor is now the one that's the head of the White Fang.
Oh,
Yeah, I see him more taking over the
hey,
Sneak.
Kevin, and I'm.
What?
Let's
Like
not say
being the
anything
president
about
of
this,
Atlas.
but does that remind you of anything?
What does what remind me of anything?
You know,
I'm sorry, I've been playing the game.
idea of combining villains.
Amalgam
that.
Comics.
Yeah.
The last
Well,
time
yeah,
I seen
that too.
people combine villains,
I
is either that
mean,
Jimmy Neutron
You'll have to
and
DM me
Parents
the
crossover.
context of what you're referring to, Alex, because I'm not too sure.
This is the last time I seen
Just
villains get
That
fused
that
together
villain
with
named
like-
after a food processor.
Huh?
What?
Shredder? No, wait.
Never mind.
Just
The Shredder.
just DM it.
Oh yeah, he got it.
Of course, it's the Shredder.
Oh yeah.
Now you face the Shredder. Wong wong
Again, the
wong
Ninja
wong
Turtles and
wong
Batman
wong wong
crossover
wong
movie.
wong.
I will
Right.
crush you all. Well, I am the Shredder.
Wait,
I
Ninja
don't
Turtles-
want to conquer another planet. I want to conquer Earth.
Gizmo, you know what I imagine my version of Shredder's being like when he gets to the when they get to Dimension X. Krang's just like, yes, it's now. Oh, we can finally conquer my home dimension. I don't want to conquer this place. I want to conquer Earth.
You know, I'm
speaking of
surprised
Ninja
they
Turtles,
never
understand
introduced
me.
Krang in the 2003 cartoon.
Krang
I mean,
was
they
in
did.
the 03
Yeah, he was.
cartoon.
He was the Shredder.
Not
No,
no.
you're
They
talking
called him
Terrell.
Totally different species.
No,
They
you're
never
talking-
called it. I mean, they never called him the Krang.
The
but, like, it
Utroms
was
were
based-
in there, but
There was
yeah.
an Utrom named Krang in there, and he was voiced by Wayne Grayson. Funnily
I mean,
enough,
they did the thing where they kind of combined Krang and Shredder together.
no, the Shredder.
You may roll this dimension.
Gizmo,
just imagine,
four Shredders.
just imagine Shredder just being like this guy who has made Krang his bitch. That's essentially my version.
I don't want to conquer other planets. I want to conquer Earth.
But
Stop slapping me!
Imagine if you were a giant vital organ. Imagine how vulnerable you would be. It's like an entire species made up of testicles.
Out of 4K's era.
Can we applaud Gilbert Godfrey for actually playing one of those things, and he actually kicked out Krang for being a dumbass.
R.I.P.
There's one line of Gilbert Godfrey.
Apparently, they're bringing back Cyber Chase, and I have no idea what they're planning on doing for.
Cyber Chase?
Hell?
Yeah.
They brought in,
No, the PBS show.
Replacement.
Oh, you're talking about the
oh
mathematics.
God,
show,
youngster
Cyber
Joey
Chase.
is calling.
Yep.
Good evening,
I had
Clint.
nightmares about
It's me,
that mother
Joey.
chick.
Were you awake? Let's get together and battle. I promise things will be different. Route 30 is where I'll be. Give me
I
a
gotta
shout
go
when you
grab
come.
the dynamite.
All right, later.
Joey,
Joey, you-
won't you want to see my rat-a-tat?
No!
Tat,
Sorry.
tat.
It says they.
Sorry, I have an instinctual
Godfrey's replacement.
overreaction on that.
Okay.
Look
I
at my
actually thought it
shorts,
was gonna be Rob
Joey.
Paulson.
Look at my shorts.
Rob Paulson.
Who wear
did the
short
voice
shorts?
of
I
a-
wear short shorts.
No, you gotta do it like Joe Swanson. Who wears short
Who
shorts?
wears
I wear short shorts!
So there's one line of Gilbert Godfrey that I love, and I'll throw it in.
That's just
And that one line
nasty.
is, "Holy fuck, is this wrong?"
But
But
also strangely arousing.
Erotic.
Go get Godfrey with a national treasure.
I actually thought it was going to be Rob Paulson doing the replacement voice in Cyber Chase.
He has the style.
Because he actually did a voice of a Danny Phantom villain called Technus, and
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that. He did
Oh,
it
yeah,
well.
It was Gilbert Godfrey doing the voice.
Has a strange round sound. I don't know what this thing does.
Danny Phantom, also a show I missed.
I love the fact that he was actually trapped
wait,
in an
wait,
MMO because of a glitch.
Nikolai Technus.
Like this was
That was Rob Paulson.
Really took off too.
And Technus was one of my favorite Danny Phantom villains.
It was Rob Paulson.
Okay,
Yes,
so I was talking about earlier in the
Yeah,
discussion
yeah,
or
he
debate,
was definitely-
chat, and I believe this was yesterday.
100,000 dues on a BMW
What was your-
in the ashtray?
Hey Gizmo, who was your favorite like one-off villain from the Teen Titans animated series?
Get some.
Like a villain that
Yeah, and
showed up, like a
that
villain
was
that
lame.
showed up in one episode. Oh, did
And
his
only
job
one
and
episode?
yeah, and did his job and then left.
That's kind of hard considering a lot of the villains eventually do end up coming back.
But only
The
in
only one I
good
can
ones
think
anyway.
of is that
But no.
Mama. What's her name? The mom.
Mama,
Mother
May I?
yeah.
By the
I
way,
think that- yeah,
they
that's-
actually
yeah.
they actually initially pegged Billy Hayes
the
as the
only one I
voice
can
of
think of.
Mother May I, and they're like, could we even get her?
Did you
Or
say
and Andrea
Billy
Romano was
Mays?
like, hold on a second,
Wrong
Hey.
guy.
Did you say Billy Mays?
Hayes,
Wrong guy.
I thought you said Billy
Hayes,
Mays.
no,
Hi,
Hayes,
Billy Mays here to
no, no.
Powered by implants.
No.
I have all of the implants.
Anyway,
Yes.
No,
and
no, but I can't really say who because there's again there are many of the good villains and just villains in general eventually come back anyway, whether it be
Yeah,
just
because the
once
only one I can
or
think-
constantly. Like I
Yeah,
can't
like I
think.
said,
I think one of the creepiest villains was the Puppet King, who was voice acted by the guy who does Mo Fear's voice from Justice League.
Oh, fear!
Yeah, that guy.
honestly, my most
likes to rub his toes with the new cream the Flash told him to talk about.
Yep.
That
No fear, like the stick. No
Lori
fear
impression.
speaking. Wait, what?
Yeah, that is literally what that the guy who voices both Fear in Justice League, with a similar sounding voice, voiced the Puppet King. Which, by the way, that was an episode Alex and I critiqued on Bright Steel Star ours during our unofficial commentaries, and
yeah, you better fucking run.
And Alex had when I showed Alex a clip of that episode, he was referring to the fact that they kind of just did the weird thing where it was just, the characters' voices swapping, as opposed to, the actors doing a different character.
Oh, that.
So, it's like Starfire. So it's like Starfire's body suddenly had the voice and mannerisms of Raven, while
I hate it when they do that.
While Raven's body has the voice and mannerisms of Starfire.
No, that makes no sense.
Could have been worse. Power Rangers Dino Charge just dubbed the actors' voices over each other.
I had an interesting version in mind for that thing, but it would be more on Damian and Superboy. Considering the fact that Damian Wayne.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
and this is why I still think JoJo did the whole Freaky Friday bit better.
That's fair. That's fair.
At least everybody kept their voices the same.
I know, but
You're only
the headcanon voices I had imagined, like, Damian would still be voiced by Stuart Allen and from the DC AMU, because that's been my favorite voice of the character. With Superboy, I ended up imagining, of all people, Vic Mignogna to voice him. Because I'm like, Vic Mignogna,
Superboy? I could see that happening.
He has the right voice for the character. And I even showed him, I'm like, this is a guy I could have totally imagined you played. He's like, oh yeah, I could totally do that.
If he plays like the '90s version of Superboy anyway, because the modern Superboy, I feel like you gotta get a guy with a more gruffy voice.
And stop me now.
He could do a gruff voice, as seen with Bro.
No, but like, when people think of Superboy nowadays, they're thinking of Young Justice cartoon Superboy now, especially nowadays. Because
no, if you're talking modern Superboy, yeah, he could definitely do modern Superboy as well. He has a gruff enough. He can make his voice go gruff.
Nah, but he sounds more like Broly, though. Broly is just a big guy with a young-sounding voice.
Yeah, but I mean, he can...
And another... I can't believe that. Anyway, as I was saying, so it's like, just imagine suddenly either the voice actors end up adopting the other's mannerisms, or they just switch voices as in mannerisms.
Yeah, I think it's because it takes more effort to try and like voice act as another character.
Yeah, but it can be funny. I mean, again,
the best example I've seen of that is the Teen Titans episode we watched yesterday.
Best example I can think of that where they did it right was
was it Blackfire? Are you referring to? Since both her and Starfire are voiced by Hynden Walsh.
No, I was talking about how to win the Larry episode where they switched their mouths.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was.
Just imagine Raven talking, Raven's deadpan monotone coming out of Cyborg's mouth.
Yeah.
I don't have to imagine it. I've seen it before.
I know, it's just hilarious. And the thing is, like,
who did I say
Alex,
that sounded like?
I don't know. I'd have to go back and rewatch that.
Oh god.
Anyway,
run whenever I want.
Okay, yeah. So Raven, no. Y'all.
So Alex, do you imagine?
Yeah, Starfire is Cyborg. Cyborg speaking with Starfire's mouth.
You say it sound like Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue.
Rogue, yeah, Rogue.
Yeah.
Rouge and Rogue are two very different characters.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
yeah, but we're talking like X-Men Origins Rogue, like the Hillbilly
90s
Rogue.
90s Rogue.
90s Rogue.
Okay.
Oh.
this
Get out.
robot is harder than solid metal.
Bowls,
Oh,
bowls,
yeah.
bowls, bowls, bowls.
Anyway, as I was saying, so it's like, so Alex, would you imagine just like Ike Stewart Allen adopting the mannerisms and mannerisms of Superboy, while Vic Mignogna adopts the mannerisms of Damien?
Imagine Vic doing edgy Damien and as Superboy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so Broly.
He totally
Yeah.
could. That's the beauty of it.
Will Damien stay whelmed?
Please no.
Never say that word again in my presence.
Hey, we're keeping things crash here, though.
Never say that word as well in my presence.
Hey, they stole from Batman Beyond. They can fuck themselves anyway.
Never mention
Batman
that
Beyond
word.
did it way better.
I am the king.
God, I missed
If they start using shock as part of their slang term, I'ma just beat them to death with a 2099 Spider-Man figurine, because that's what they got.
That's worse than saying Gak everywhere.
I gotta say
So-
shock than crash. What the shit's wrong with you?
How did they get around my cover?
Everything is shock. Oh yeah.
Series.
So anyway,
Gak, after weird swear.
so what I ended up, so when the initial body swap ends up happening, and it's like, suddenly Damon's like, why is everything so loud? And Superboy's like, what are you talking about? Everything's so quiet.
Oh, that makes sense.
But then he turns on the lamp. He's like, this is Freaky Like Friday.
They shot our face, Johnny. They shot our face. Hey, wait a minute, wrong character.
And Damon's like, Kent? No, you're me and I'm you? He just slowly goes to reach for one.
It's me again. Meet the real.
Superboy slowly goes to reach for the utility belt, but Damien just smacks his hand. Ow!
Yeah, that'd be funny. Like I said, Freaky Fridays can work and not work.
Yeah,
Some
like in
good
Freaky
ones.
Friday.
Yeah.
Look, I know you were going
Okay,
light,
sometimes-
but still.
Like I said, there are some
Oh,
times.
I
it
want to
works,
bring this.
sometimes it doesn't.
I want to bring this up. How many of you guys drink energy drinks or sports drinks?
Which ones?
Does
I
Powerade
mean,
count
I-
as a sports drink?
Powerade, like Powerade, Red Bull, Gatorade, Monster.
Monster, yes. Bang, yes. 3D, yes.
I'm talking like any
gosh.
sports drink from Powerade to Gatorade, any energy drink from Monster to Bang.
I've had
Yeah.
Gatorade, Powerade, Red Bull, and Monster.
And I
One
bring this up
time,
because I
never again.
recently had Prime for that, that Gatorade drink that Logan Paul made.
Prime?
Yeah, I recently was able to
Oh,
get it for
God
a deal for like what, $3.99 I think from a Safeway while I was waiting for my ride back home. And I got 2 specific flavors, blue raspberry and rocket pop. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'd rather be drinking my own piss.
That's
Sounds like a
Why would you
Crayola.
ever get something Logan Paul was involved with?
I didn't even. The only reason I even know about it is because people kept on saying that Prime was being scalped online because Logan Paul happened to make it. So and because one of the guys from Shark Tank apparently said how it's good because it doesn't have that shitty aftertaste that usually is stuck with you after drinking other sports drinks.
I have no idea what he's talking about because, like, that's part of the fucking fun.
Yeah, I don't know what
I
he's talking
like
about either
the
because I never had that issue.
Stuff, you know?
I think it's because it's also sugar free. He mentioned that it doesn't have that shitty sugar free aftertaste. I don't know what he's talking about either way, but I decided to try it out. Yeah, I'd rather be scooping up whatever piss I put in the toilet and be drinking that instead. It is not as hyped as it is, at all.
So they crashed the mode, is what you're saying.
Dude, I could be drinking my own piss right now, and I could tell you what I drank yesterday from that alone. This, it tastes the same, and it tastes like ass. I hate Gatorade. I hate Powerade. I could tell you right now. And I thought Prime would be something different, where I'd be at least be a bit tolerable. Nope. I hate either one. It's shit. I don't see what the hype is. I think the only reason why people hyped it was because one of the Paul brothers made it. Oh my god, he's making money. It's $3.99. It's $5.99. I put it up my butt. No, it really is not that spectacular. I'd rather just go back to Bang, and even then,
in terms of hydration stuff, like I like Gatorade Zero. Gatorade Zero is pretty good. Powerade Zero's all right. Regular Powerade, I'll go with. I'll go with just about anything really, as long as it's not like one of those shitty yerba mate ones.
Oh, okay. Well, here's what's the other shitty thing about it, and it's not the flavor, and it's not the fact that it's made by one of the Paul brothers. There's caffeinated versions of these, and kids are coming after them because Logan Paul caters to like mostly the younger demographic, like kids, middle school, elementary, that kind of shit. And these things have a lot of caffeine, man. I'm talking like you drink two of these, you're dead.
Six-pack traders.
How many milligrams?
Here to beat you when you were tired.
Oh man, what was the last time I checked? Oh, man,
tired. I was just warming up, man.
Let me see. What the hell? No, I don't care about the ad block. There you go.
It's called Prime, right?
Yeah, Prime. I had like the non-caffeinated sports drink. There's like energy drink versions of this.
200 milligrams of caffeine. That's fucking nothing.
Well, 300 milligrams actually. So it's maybe nothing to me, maybe nothing to you, but here's the thing. Kids can't handle this kind of shit, and the bottles are fucking huge. They're huge. You have to remember, like, they filled these up to the brim, and if kids are going to be drinking 2 of these a day just because, it's made by one of the Paul brothers, they're dead.
Yep.
Remember, the kid drank 2 full cans of Monster and like a half of a third one, and he died on the basketball court right there.
What the
kid had to have had some kind of heart problem.
2.5 Monsters in one day, in one go, before going to a basketball game with his friends. Dead. No heart problems.
Oh, hi, Airman.
The most I drank a Monster was like...
Oh, I got a nugget.
I've had.
It was already overkill that kid was drinking like 2 Monsters in the first place, but like the fact you decided to
not even gonna give me an option, guy.
Like I've had 3 Monsters my whole life, and 2 of them were one whole.
I feel personally attacked right now.
Why?
I am. There's an ace trader who just gives me the nugget, but then he's like, I wonder how I'll fare. And then it says, you were challenged by Ace Trader Kevin. I'm like, I feel personally attacked.
Hi, Kevin.
Don't. No. No, no, no.
Hi, Kevin.
No! None of that. Shame on you.
Names. Middle school, when your names get made fun of a lot. I mean, I was named after a freaking Rihanna song. And,
oh, good lord. Why?
Oh, Nana, what's my
name?
There
you go, Cam. Go in the broadcast.
Imagine having to deal with that in your middle school. Everyone's saying, oh, Nana, what's your name? Ugh. Every goddamn time that...
Ah, god damn it.
You died again.
There was invincibility up there, too.
I had a grudge against Rihanna because of that.
Oh, there was another movie I managed to watch, and that's the Power Rangers Anniversary.
Oh yeah, I watched some of that. I got really irritated by part of it, and so I stopped.
Okay, Gizmo. now I have to ask you another question. And I
No.
also asked earlier in the discussion or debate, which villain in the Teen Titans, which main villain of the Teen Titans animated series is your favorite? Like between Slade, Brother Blood, Trigon, and the Brain.
Red X.
I said main villain, not recurring villain.
Oh, main villain. Okay. Then the High Five.
I said main villain, not recurring
I
villain.
mean, they're more like mooks.
True.
The choices are between Slate, Brother Blood, a Trigon, and the Brain.
Slade.
I know Slade, yeah, I mean, he's got the most stamp. He's like the fruit of Teen Titans.
Trigon isn't really a Teen Titans villain to begin with. He just no. He just meant Huggies.
Yeah,
Huggies. No, but seriously, he just manages to get involved with the Teen Titans because he happens to have a daughter that's part of the team. He's more involved with like demonic stuff, like with Constantine or Zatanna.
He started out as a Titans villain, and then he became involved with John Constantine because Constantine likes to make deals with demons.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
Because he's a Nimrod.
No, he's got balls.
No, he's got balls, but he's also a Nimrod.
Which is why he's also one of my favorites. He don't give a fuck.
I know.
There's a comic I have.
And yet, anytime I write a Constantine, it's like I burnt the paper. Or according to Alex,
there's a moment I remember in the Constantine comics where he's got a friend who happens to have a daughter that's soul is taken by a fat fuck of a demon. And when I say fat fuck of a demon, think demonic.
Are you referring to Constantine City of Demons? Yeah, you're referring to Constantine City of Demons. I've seen that guy.
No, it's a lot more brutal when you actually read the comics, though.
I'm sure.
So what happens is that he gets like
the invincibility. There we go.
A lock of her hair tied up on a doll, and the guy who possesses
there we go.
The guy who possesses the girl is scared as fuck because if Constantine burns that lock of hair, not only will the girl die, the demon will die. And the demon's like, "Oh, you ain't got the balls. You'll kill the girl too." It's like, "Yeah, but it does kill you too. So you can either let go of the girl or I kill you both."
Your choice.
He burns it anyway, and the demon leaves the body at the split second. But here's the kicker: that really wasn't the girl's lock of hair. It was a wig.
Ooh,
Constantine. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that sounds like Constantine.
Not only was he playing chicken, he was fucking playing chicken.
Even Master Chicken is going in there, and he's not a chicken.
Not even the Winchester brothers are that ballsy.
And I just saw a man die.
They should have made a supernatural Constantine crossover.
They should have made a Lucifer Constantine crossover instead of just a cameo.
Yeah.
God damn it, CW.
Obviously, my favorite in the Teen Titans animated series is Slade, but my second favorite is the Brain. Funnily enough, Slade and the Brotherhood of Evil were initially going to work together at some point during either season 5 or maybe a potential season 6, but that never saw the light of day.
Okay, here's a harder Teen Titans question. Since now that we're talking Teen Titans, not counting the main girls, who's your Teen Titan waifu?
Jinx, whatever.
Jinx,
girl,
really?
Whatever.
Yeah, great Jinx.
Wonder Girl.
Bumblebee.
I mean, there's a reason why she's kind of the villain shipped with Cyborg a lot for some reason.
I never got that, honestly. I
don't get it neither, but hey, I could see
because she has a cross-dressing fetish.
Anyway, so
I would say Terra, but I don't like it when bitches stab me in the back.
Yeah, especially
Also because
and
the
they
comic books kind of ruined her.
and they also go for and they also try to go for old man penis.
Oh
Old
no.
man.
Hashtag
Talking about
OMP.
the penis, we'll be talking about the vagina. Do you
Eh.
think
And the funny thing is that Judas Contract Slade in the animated movie is like, okay, look, we've talked about this. It's all right.
Yeah, you're trying to make everyone forget that you originally fucked Tara. Yeah, that ain't happening.
No,
We've talked
Slade
about this,
tries
we're
to.
not-
No, Slade in the animated movie does try to distance himself somewhat from Tara.
Didn't he fuck her though in the comic
No.
books?
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
In the comic, yeah.
In the comic, he does say to Gar, "Would it matter if I did or not?" And he's like, "No, I suppose not."
It's fucking. Look, even if they were to have the two stick together and try to make this, I don't know, normal, romantic. Out of all the villains she could hook Tara up with, Slade?
Yeah, that's.
You could have gone with.
So I kind of posted.
You could have
that
gone
joke.
with Mammoth. You could have gone with Gizmo. You could have gone with Red X. You could have.
Red X isn't even a villain in the mainstay comics.
But
Either
mean-
way, it would have made more sense for her to go to any of those other ones, but Slade, I don't get it.
Here's the thing: in the animated Judas Contract movie, they do try to make some semblance of sense out of why Tara is, pining for him. But Slade is like, look, we're keeping it professional, okay? But he does
Slade
try to
goes
manipulate.
full Leon Scott Kennedy.
He does try
That
to.
kinda makes sense.
He does try to manipulate her near the end of it, and when she's
He
starting to
did.
get cold feet. But then he just
Professional.
double
Slade
crosses
is
her.
The guy who's got. Slade is the one who's anal about a bunch of teenagers beating his ass.
He was anal about Damien beating his ass in Son of Batman.
He's still anal about a bunch of kids beating the fuck out of him. One on one.
No. Even better, Gizmo, with that scenario in mind, I'm imagining now, similar to that one Sonic short, or where Sonic and the gang are beating up Eggman, and the Titans are just all around Slade, just kicking him while he's on the ground, and he's like, "Why are you doing this?" "Because we're the Teen Titans." Oh,
now,
oh,
old man. Future's now, old man.
There has to be what I really want with Slade when it comes to the Teen Titans is a Dr. Light is a not Dr. Light is an identity crisis moment again. Like, say what you want about the comic book, a lot of people hated Identity Crisis, but the moment the Justice League, the lower powered ones anyway, had to overpower Dr. Light and Slade, like in both separate occasions, that's when shit got real. I want a moment where the Teen Titans have to do everything in their power after failing to beat his ass to restrain him.
Oh hell yeah!
Like
Perfect time for a turret section.
In Identity Crisis, they made this a big deal. Like a bunch of guys that are not Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman decided to go after Slade because they thought that he was behind Elongated Man's wife's death. So what they did was they attacked him one by one. They both got their ass beat in seconds. And when they couldn't couldn't take him on one by one, what happens is Green Arrow literally jumps on his back, takes one of his cut arrows, drives it through his eye-patched eye, and Slade goes fucking ballistic and rips his mask off and just screams at Green Arrow and decides to try and strangle the mother. Like, literally, if you were to read this out loud in the comics after getting stabbed in the eye, you would be reading.
The second time I seen Green Arrow stab Slade in the eye.
Dude, it's brutal. They added in the sound effect, the blood squirting out of under the eye patch. That's when the guys start trying to
Flamethrower.
Why does the Sea King know poison jab?
I want there to be a young,
jab.
I want there to be a Teen Titans or Young Justice moment where just Slade just beats them all one by one, and then it's out of nowhere, I don't know, Arrowette or Artemis. I'm gonna go with Arrowette. That's what she was originally called.
Honestly, this is still.
They can bite me. Arrowette just jumps on Slade's back, stabs his blind eye, and that's when the Young Justice crew just tries to restrain him until Superman.
It was one of AEW, but this scene right here is like disturbs me. Like this getting, I posted on the podcast chat, but this scene disturbed me when I saw it in the show. Like, ugh, I just get chills.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I like that everyone was just blind in that eye. I don't dig the fact that he's got a missing eye.
If you wanna chant a
that was an
beat
intimidating
you need to
like,
keep both eyes open.
By the way, Sonic and Blake, every time I see TFS with their anime in minutes videos, I'm just like, The issue I have is just like, there's a severe lack of creativity, and it's pretty much something I could just get from Giguk, and he does it way better.
I forgot about him.
Yeah. Giguk?
Giguk is like,
oh yeah, the guy.
These robots are powered through doggy style.
Oh yeah.
That was one of my favorite ad-libbed bits in which
Darling and the Fran one.
Yeah, Darling and the Franks exit minutes. I'm
like, I still think his ReZero one's pretty great too.
Yes. I'm a boy. No, you're not.
People are still anal about that Bridget thing.
No. I'm talking about it was a joke bit from ReZero.
She's a girl.
Oh,
ReZero Bridge, yeah.
Bridget's
a lot of people want to get anal with Bridget.
And I'm like, there's this dude who literally looks like a cute girl. Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, the man spent $400 on a dick. Man spent $400 on a dick.
I was expecting you, you pest! You may have a lot of Johto gym badges, but you'd better not take me too lightly. My water-type Pokemon are tough.
Aw, that's precious, Misty.
How old is Misty in this version again?
It's been 3 years.
Flamethrower should not be making this quick a work of these guys. I can buy those from Elon Musk.
Again, like I said, redesigns in the Johto thing still pretty great.
Yep. Anywho,
Oh yeah, I talked with Seamus about the waifu tier list. He's we're trying to work out who to add, and we're trying to work out who else to add, as well as who's in the list already.
By the way, we were actually going. Seamus and I are going to need to discuss if we do the waifu tier list or the nostalgia critic tier list next week after, or we do death battle. Oh,
okay,
just
but
because
what's the nostalgia critic tier list? His reviews, his top 11 list.
We do reviews and whatever top 11 we all picked out.
I mean, if you're gonna do the reviews, that's gonna take a while.
Nostalgia critic is like something else, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do his list, yeah, sure, but like his reviews, that's gonna like take like a couple of videos or two, unless you're like going like an all-nighter.
Yeah. Also, keep in mind that
we're not gonna do like a whole bunch of them. We're like, Alex, you said we were probably gonna go for like an hour and a half for each of those because we wanted to do.
I mean, unless you're like doing like a video like per season or something like that.
That's extremely picky. Then that tier list makes no sense. Then
no, I'm just asking like Alex, since he wanted to add, wanted something else to be in there with our Friday stuff.
Yeah.
Can you?
I want to kind of try and start moving the recording for these over to Friday and try to make them like short and snacky.
Snacky?
Well, how about? Well, we have talked about an epic rap battle tier list before, haven't we?
Yeah, but that's kind of that is begging it to get copyright.
Yeah, so we're not gonna risk copyright nightmares.
there's a lot of people that made reactions on those too, so I don't think we have any problems as long as we clear up like a misunderstanding.
YouTube's a bunch of Nazis.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
but these guys
also doing something else, and what the fuck?
Lapras
If the
just...
game hadn't frozen there, I would have survived, but the game...
I got an idea. A Hasbro tier list.
No.
Cody Rhodes is fighting Brock Lesnar in Backlash.
Okay, you'll have to elaborate.
I'm talking both the TV shows, the movies, as well as the toy line. You know, are they...
Okay, that's...
No.
No, that's gonna be a whole lot of no. Well, because a lot of us aren't familiar with Hasbro all that much, and as much as I'd like for us to watch classic Transformers, we have too much on our hands and not enough time to do it all.
Yeah.
And not only that, we've also got like a bunch of other TV shows to go through, because we still haven't gotten through all of MMPR season 1.
Yeah, we've got Power Rangers, we've got Digimon, we got
Digimon,
Justice,
we got Digimon after Young Justice, and we're probably gonna have to put Teen Titans with Power Ranger, since we're not gonna be able to feasibly finish.
Young Justice, someone gets cucked.
We already knew that.
The Beast Boy.
We already knew that.
No, not Beast Boy.
Lagan.
Yes.
Yeah, because the baby's not even his.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious by the fact that the kid doesn't have any of his whack-ass features.
Why did I like this show again?
Because it's not Teen Titans.
Yeah, it was good for a while, and then
the rest of it was bullshit.
I liked 1, I liked 2. I don't think I needed anything after 3, though.
it's kind of like me with the CW Flash. I liked season 1, then it just went
God,
downhill.
this Lapras is
me and Arrow.
Like I said, again, Arrow was great too for a while.
Oh, CW tier list.
No.
Dear
No.
God, no. I
no.
wasted enough of my life watching those shows.
We're not doing them again.
Okay, so if we're doing
go back
like
in time and
CW and
unwatch something,
related
I would
tier
rather
lists,
unwatch
here's
season
where we
5
put
of
it.
Flash.
Arrow season 1 is up at the top with Smallville and Constantine and Human Target, and then everything else can go down at the bottom.
Really? Even the Cape?
Yes.
The Cape?
What?
I like the Cape.
What the fuck was the Cape?
Oh,
What
so
the
this
hell?
is a TV show where a guy gets arrested.
Oh, I
on
was
this-
talking DC related stuff.
Well, this is still a superhero show.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
No, we don't count
I
that.
throw you. Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually.
Yeah, we've got so Smallville.
Let's
I
not
have
watch
the
any more of
complete.
the CW than we have.
I have the complete series of Smallville, and that is like 8 seasons, 9 seasons actually. Yeah, I think Gotham is 5 seasons, Arrow is 8 seasons, Supergirl is 6 seasons, The Flash is still going, kind of. Legends is
It
1,
got
2.
canceled. Legends of Tomorrow got canceled. I don't think they have ever announced another season yet.
Black Lightning is 4, Batwoman is 3, Stargirl is 4, Titans is 3.
4,
Doom
actually.
Patrol 3. Oh, 4 for Titans.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 seasons.
Superman and Lois. Actually, I forgot about Superman and Lois. Superman and Lois can be up at the top, or maybe it's kind of
I heard
beat
that's actually pretty
here.
good.
But it'll.
Yeah, I heard Superman.
But that's as far as I'm willing to go. Because
Hi, Airman again.
oh yeah, and Supernatural is kind of related, and that's like 12 seasons,
I thought that was more.
and it might be like. I have the box set up on my shelf. It doesn't say how many seasons.
You know what my two favorite episodes of there were? My 3 favorite episodes are in that show. Was the Groundhog Day episode, the one where they go to a supernatural convention the second time. And
What about
when
the Scooby-Doo episode?
Yes, I was actually about to say that. The third one is the Scooby-Doo
I
episode.
really like the Scooby-Doo episode.
I thought that was
Ghostbusters
genius.
4 is apparently going back to the firehouse.
Ooh, that's gonna be
yay.
good.
I really hope the the whole thing comes together fairly well.
I really wish that they made Extreme and Real Ghostbusters canon, though.
Real Ghostbusters was always going to be like an in-universe cartoon because the movie was an in-universe movie. To Ghostbusters, the Real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, like they mentioned that Bill Murray played him. Bill Murray plays me in the movie. Yeah, that makes sense. But Extreme would have been cool to at least have like a mention. Like, oh, why'd you fire him? Oh, he was in a wheelchair. It's a liability or something like that.
I am now very confused, says the Ampharos.
Oh, I got one. A tier list of Super Smash Brothers trailers.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Sure.
From the game announcements to the character announcements to any other trailers.
That's fine. We can do that.
Yes.
So, like, start from like the very beginning, or like character announcements.
We'll just go. Let's just go from the very beginning.
From the very beginning, because I think we.
Yes, from the very beginning to that first commercial.
About, you know,
me and you, and you and me. You want me, you.
Like Super Smash Brothers. Okay, well, look, they're not trailers, announcements, because trailers that would mean.
Trailers would also be a good idea because that would mean we could go back and watch the old trailers.
Something has gone wrong in the happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo.
And then Yoshi just outright trips fucking Mario.
Yoshi's a douchebag.
Yoshi's
no, wait, Mario's the one who did that. To Yoshi.
Have to do a list of Super Smash Brothers.
Prevent all those times Mario jumped.
Yoshi.
No. Mario's the one who tripped up Yoshi.
Yoshi committed tax fraud.
Yeah.
Oh, this does bring up some good ideas. What about other trailers and other trailer rankings? Like we could do like PlayStation 1 video game Metal
Gear Solid 1 has a really good trailer. Fuck, I was at the Invincibility.
Twisted Metal Small Brawl had a funny one where the father is sending his son away to military school, and the kid's like, but it really was the truck, so that makes me get you a little confused. And then once he gets into the bus that takes him to the military school, it zooms out to the house.
Being driving it?
It's actually not yet. So what happens is that it zooms out to the house, from the house, showing it was a burnt fucking mess. And then you see like the kid looking out the rear view window as a RC tractor waves by, and then it cuts to Twisted Metal Small Brawl gameplay. And it makes a lot more sense when you look at it. It's actually pretty fucking funny.
Hey, on my last life.
Also, keep in mind the 90s did have a lot of cool and funny, and as well as like just in general talked about ads from the Nintendo 64 to the Dreamcast and the PlayStation 1.
We're not gonna do all of that, no.
We're not gonna do all consoles at once, but it could be a short and sweet one, with a lot of the ads and trailers being like a minute long.
You know, some part of me was actually tempted to just say that we could do that because TFS keeps milking their reactions on theirs. Why don't we milk off of them?
I was about to say do some Super Bowl reaction.
No, that is a one-way ticket. That is a one-way ticket to us getting fucking canned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say,
the Super Bowl ones are a little iffy.
But Alex, what do you think of my suggestion to just milk off of TFS, since they were milking off themselves?
Some of their stuff we could probably get some good mileage out of, since we got some pretty decent traffic from it.
Okay,
but I don't want to.
Okay, but what specifically would we want to react to?
I don't think there's anything that's worth reacting to Team 4-Star that not everybody's already.
You do realize the TFS is doing reactions of themselves, right?
Yeah, they're doing reactions to themselves. Everyone's
kind of
reacting
why.
to their episodes. So why should that cycle continue with Team 4-Star?
simple. Oh,
Not
because
really.
we need something.
How about let's not rely on Team 4-Star?
Gimzo.
Death Battle made
We
a
could
lot more
probably-
sense. because
Gimzo,
Yeah, Death
we're
Battle.
relying on
Death
Death
makes sense
Battle.
because Death Battle makes more sense because we can legitimately critique each and every episode, considering they're all different from each other, no matter how much they're leaving, taking, or just adding in. Team 4-Star, on the other hand, we're just gonna say how this.
Yeah, we're
season
just gonna be like sitting there laughing at the stuff.
You do realize we could be critiquing some of their jokes and whatnot, and how they are literally
that's
getting.
not funny. Like we can't get a whole lot of mileage out of that joke was funny. That joke wasn't funny. Hey, haha.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit hard to talk about like a comedy show.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we could also talk about how they're literally
Just need to get to the fucking health.
How about we do a tier list of a bridge series?
You know, no, I don't want to do that really.
That makes sense.
You guys will probably have to do copyright stuff and that sort of
Well,
shit.
not only that, but not many people know anything outside of Sword Art Online Abridged and Dragon Ball Abridged. Nobody.
Yeah, DBZA, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, SAO, My Hero Academia.
Yeah, that one's a little more new.
Oh, how about we react to their really old stuff of like
the neighborhood as much as I like you know, going back and watching the old neighborhood Cluck stuff of we should probably just finish up the Nostalgia Critic and the Waifu tier lists, and then we'll move on because we've got a
we'll finish up that, and then we'll brainstorm a bit more.
Because we have like 300 plus to deal with for the waifu tier list.
Yeah, it's a lot. In my opinion, it's a better one.
Oh, by the way, in there's variant differences between in Pokemon SoulSilver and Heart Gold when it comes to the legendary you'll encounter when you meet Steven in Stone from Hoenn, who's like, "Hey, have you seen this Pokemon on around?" In Heart Gold, he'll refer to Latias, but in SoulSilver, he'll talk about Latios. The other you'll have
kind of pretty obvious because it's virgin differences.
The other you can acquire through a mystery gift, but unfortunately, I don't know where I'm supposed to go to get the code for this game on the mystery gift, so I'm not going to show that off.
Man.
Here's what I'm thinking. Let's hold on to these 3 ideas for now and put them on the back burner, because I think these ones are.
By the way, Alex. With Neighborhood Cluck, we'd actually be going through the Grand Unified Christmas Special of Naruto, Berserk, and Yu Yu Hakusho abridged. Because I don't think.
Funny.
Yes, it is fucking hilarious.
Here's my thing. These are the tier lists we should hang on to and put on the back burner, because these are legitimately good ones.
Gizmo, have you seen the
Let Gizmo finish. What were you saying?
We've currently been talking about like a lot of tier list possibilities. The ones I think we should really hang on to and we should really put on the back burner, because I know that once we start working on them, it's gonna be worthwhile. And that's the Super Smash Brothers announcements tier list, the Epic Rap Battles of History tier list, and what was the other one? What was it? The PlayStation.
You know what we should do? We should put
add a tier list.
PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale trailer in with the Smash trailers.
Well, no, that's a clone though. That's something else.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Yeah, let's do that.
We could have an All-Stars.
I'm going
All-Star
to
deserve a second chance.
I'll just conquer Lieutenant Surge, and then I'll call it for the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and finish this level and then call it for the night.
You could have PlayStation All-Star. You gotta think PlayStation All-Star deserves another chance.
It does, but if anything, it's gonna take a long while
give all the characters to Smash.
No, we don't, and we don't need Dante in a game ever again.
I don't mind him. It's just
I want him as an alternate costume for regular Dante.
No. Even better.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think.
Fighter.
Wait for them to make another Marvel vs. Capcom, like say Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Let's like something lazy like that.
We're gonna have Disney.
Have Dante appear, and then have people ask, "Who are you?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I'm Dante." And then actual Dante comes in and literally kicks him out of the way, and as he lands into something like, I don't know, a pile of symbiote goo, and then the real Dante is like, "Hell no, I'm Dante."
And better yet,
we almost had Dante.
Yeah, Devil May Cry 5 Dante just taps him on the shoulder. He's like, "Excuse me, yeah, right here."
And have him say, I want Dante, to call Dante, mean names.
Like
I want him to say that he's a gay cowboy, while wearing the hat from DMC5.
So, Dr. Faust.
Yes.
No, that's a reference to. Like,
oh, by the way, Alex, one thing you won't have to deal with in Pokemon Crystal, Lieutenant Surge's electric trap. Because what the fuck? Boom!
Hang on.
Okay, so the Electrode decided to commit suicide.
Good old electro explosions.
Oh.
Kill the Enders of Nuzlocke.
Oh,
here's what I'm thinking.
God, he's got another one!
Here's what I'm thinking when it comes to the Super Smash Bros. Announcement tier list. The game, the modes, and the characters. That's it.
Okay, then.
It'll be like, they announced the game, and then there would be the mode trailers, you know, like, what do they have besides...
I want to do all the trailers, because all the trailers would be neat.
Well, that's basically it. Those are all the trailers. Like, the game announcements, the modes, and the characters.
By the way,
Crash?
The what?
What about the Crash?
What? Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
I do worry about it because I know you
Don't
too
worry
well.
about it.
Alex,
hey, stay well.
Dude, I'm a fake fan. I have to worry about it.
Gizmo, never say that word again.
Well, then, yeah, don't worry about it then.
I do worry about it because I know Alex very well.
Whenever I hear worry about, I just think of the moon.
But yeah, that's basically it. Just,
Sonic, come on, man.
And
come on, don't say that.
Also, to make it fair, we're gonna go by release date.
Gizmo, you're not going to get the.
It's gonna be Smash Brothers, Melee, Brawl, 4 Wii U and 3DS, and then Ultimate.
Gizmo, let's just say a Sonic said something really funny.
One definitely.
No, I'm saying like our buddy here. So what? So there's a stream highlight from Tom Fox, who is a known animator and gamer and whatnot, who was doing some Smash Brothers with Lyle, Lyle Wrath, aka Guitar Master X7. Yeah, said it. Oh no! Note to self: saying not included. It'd be pinned on there.
Get down there with the spawns.
Anyway, as I was saying, so Lyle then asked, "Is Tom like do you still look up at the moon and think of me?" And he's like, "Yes." As it turns out, when they first met and like a Skype call, they didn't really know each other all too well, and Lyle just ended the call with, "When you look up at the moon, think of me."
I don't wanna.
And then, of course, it becomes even worse, or when you consider the possibility of if if Tom were to get into an intimate relationship with a woman and he just looks up at the moon as they're, you know, getting it on. And then she would probably be like, "Who's Lyle?"
Oh, another idea came to me. Tier list for Power Ranger intros themes.
Ooh, would be fun to look at.
I found a really, really good vocal remover.
So
I would be down for that because I have listened to all of the Power Rangers themes many, many times.
No
Okay.
renditions. It has to be the originals, and if we ever want to
But that
test it
means-
out, we'll listen to the extended versions.
Okay, so are we talking about the movie theme and the Redux as well?
Just straight up TV.
Okay. But
Just straight up television, and it also includes Hyperforce. But it includes Hyperforce, but it excludes any super or like mega versions of the Power Rangers. So like, if we're gonna try and do anything with, so if we try to do anything with Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers or Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel, no, we're leaving those out because they're basically the same.
Ninja Steel, Super Ninja Steel. Well, Ninja Steel is different enough that I'd say that we need to include it.
No. What I'm saying is like we're not
Hyperforce. We have to include Once and Always.
by the way, Sonic, you remember what Brain Scratch ended up doing when they got to
when I
this part in Pokemon Crystal, right?
I meant like, you remember when they had the Mighty Morphin Rangers turn into kids, and then they were replaced with aliens, and then
I sincerely wish I could put in Guile's theme here.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a completely new
Right.
recording.
I'm trying to.
but those are not that different. So even if
Go, my riot shoe.
So even if we had 8 seasons of Alien Rangers and 1 season of Human Rangers, it would basically be the same tier either way.
It's different enough that I'd say it has to be included.
Implies that
So we have to include all of the seasons. Yeah.
Okay. So here's what it is. If they don't have any lyrical changes, then they're excluded. So we can have Ninja Steel, but no Super Ninja Steel. You can have
Super Ninja Steel doesn't have any lyrical changes.
No, that's what I'm saying, because there is no difference. So that's why we can't have like, oh, Ninja Steel and then Super Ninja Steel and then Mighty Morphin Ninjetti and then Mighty Morphin Ninja Zords. Like, no,
Mighty Morphin didn't have a different theme song.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally the same recording. So if
All
it's
right.
the same recording,
Got through this trap the
It was
first
a
try.
recording,
Oh, by the way,
literally
Lieutenant
over and
Surge
over.
in the remakes literally looks like Guile from Street Fighter.
Okay, so here it is.
Hey, little tyke.
Power Ranger
may not be
intros,
very smart or to challenge
all of them,
me, but it
as
takes
long
guts.
as they've aired, are welcome.
Comes to electric type
If they have
Pokemon,
any
I'm number
lyrical changes
one.
whatsoever,
I've never
they're
lost
also
in the
welcome.
battlefield.
But
I'll
if they
zap
have
you
none,
just like I did all my enemies in battle.
but if they have no lyrical changes whatsoever, not even the slightest, then they're excluded. I'm talking like
Like I said,
even
Lieutenant
if-
Surge straight up looks like Guile in this game.
Yeah, I'm talking like Super Ninja Steel. I'm talking like Super Dino Charge. I'm talking like Ninjetti Rangers. None of them have any lyrical changes, so they're left out.
what about MMPR the movie?
The movie, is there? Man.
There's that is a brand new recording.
It is. Man, I really want to keep it to TV.
Really only 2 movies.
They technically, well, the thing is, if I have to add in the intro, if I add in the Morphin theme song in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, but that would also mean I would have to add in the little jingle of Go Go Power Rangers from Power Rangers the movie.
What? No, you don't.
No, but that's how I feel though. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, add in.
Because only
call that a critical hit.
Main title themes only.
Main title. Okay, you know what? Yeah, add in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie Morphin theme then.
That was me. Yeah, so main title from that, main title from the 2017 film.
So anyway, Alex, how do you feel about us reacting to Sanity Not Included? Because we still got to get through the rest of that.
Great
What in
idea.
the hell is Sanity Not Included?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
God damn it, why?
Screw
Flashback.
Attack. Here's another one. Screw Attack top 10 tier lists.
Stuttering Craig, I miss you.
If we could skip Nervous Nick's top 10
No,
lists,
it's all
fine.
Screw Attack. It's all Screw Attack. All when Screw Attack is around.
We gotta put up with Nervous Nick's stupidity.
I mean, that is true. I mean, if you're gonna do one person, you gotta do them all.
You gotta do
Either go all in or
all
not.
the Screw Attack tier, Screw Attack top 10s.
All or nothing, motherfucker.
From the beginning all the way up until Nervous Nick was allowed one more before they stopped because the algorithm.
Making a video, guys.
By the way, that was literally the reason why they stopped doing top 10s because after a while everyone was doing top 10s and the algorithm had to change because it was being so spammy or whatever the fuck. So they said that the last one ever Nick would be doing would be the last one ever. That was before the Screw Attack change in the Death Battle.
Screw Attack. Oh, how we miss thee.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
I wish I'd gotten the 90 poems.
Fall, the mighty fall.
Ugh.
How the mighty fall with love.
Wait, this brings up another point from the Power Ranger intro Power Ranger theme tier list. Should we include the Power Ranger fan theme songs, not the fan renditions? I'm talking like someone made 3 fan-made intros of what?
Gizmo, I'm about to send you a video.
Official main title themes.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Alright, guard. Stash.
Please
Good
die,
stash.
Magneton.
I would
Please, for the
suggest
love of
Power
God.
Ranger costume tier list, but they're a little too similar
Samey.
to each other.
Plus, you have to take into consideration other variants like Dragon Shield, Battleizer.
Yeah, the Dragon Shield, stuff like that. We would also have to include like the movie versions too. Like deadass.
It's not over yet. It's just beginning.
Oh fuck! Excuse me. Excuse me. I think the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger costumes look a lot better than the TV costumes.
Movie?
Yeah, like they look like armor.
Yeah, that legitimately, like there was a time period when I was trying to get the money together for a Kickstarter for a sort of a Power Rangers fan tribute thing that I was gonna do. And the model I had in mind for them was the movie costumes.
But
Funnily enough, Kamen Rider has costumes similar to the movies.
Okay, I will say this. When it comes to the Lightning Collection, I think the closest we are to the movies is the Tyranno Sentry.
It would be
All right,
really
Lieutenant
nice if
Surges
we could
be
get Lightning
my
Collection
electric
version
trick.
of the 2017 and 95 movie.
Play that video.
You really are strong. You're strong. Okay, kid, you get the Thunder Badge.
Oh, another Power Ranger idea. Power Ranger morphing tier list.
That Thunder Badge suits
Like,
those
as
who
in, like, the
defeated
transformation
me. Take
sequence,
good care of
like
it,
how
okay?
Yeah.
There's something else. Here's a great TM for you. Obtain
and that's
TM
one that'll
34.
part the second we get to Neo Saban because they're all the fucking same.
That TM contains shockwaves.
Black bodysuit,
Uses to
spinning
go
back
like
round.
lightning.
Fuck your black body.
When you
suit.
go north, you'll see a big city called Saffron.
I so want to make my own Power Ranger show, man. It's just the red tape. And I don't need to go with my idea either way.
I had it. So I had this one dream where I pitched a silly idea to JDF.
Come on. Die. Hey, health.
Oh, God.
But the idea was
What's up
Bye,
here?
Toad Man. Bye, Toad Man.
Ammo for the Magnum minigun. That's great. I need that.
the idea kind of was inspired by the movie.
Okay.
Mighty Bruce.
Okay, does Toad Man still just jump from one area to another?
Yes, he does.
He does, but he's actually apparently more annoying. He's actually a threat in Battle Network.
Ah, right. Because in Battle Network, they actually made it even the joke Oak Robot Masters challenging.
Hey,
Yeah.
we made Dark Danny's audio. I'm laughing way too much.
God, why is Sharkman such a bitch to deal with?
You will never be a real woman.
No, come on.
Not-
Stop playing it!
Gizmo, come on. I told
I'm-
you not until after the.
I'm messing with you. I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
Oh my god.
I'm messing with you. No,
Please
but
stop.
God damn it.
I'm messing with you. Here's another. Here's
And-
the idea I had for Here's the idea I have for like a Power Ranger. Like, you know how literally every Power Ranger
No,
team.
I
that
gotta-
was always-
I'm gonna sign off for the night.
Yep, I'm saving. So next time we get back to Pokemon Soul Silver, we'll be continuing the rest of Kanto, and next stream will be Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. So I
Oh,
will
boy.
see you all then.
Bye.
Bye.
As soon as this
Bye.
thing stops.
Bye.
Have a good day.